My check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here, let's turn this on. Cool. All right, we are just ready to get started. Hello, everybody. Hello, Katie. Hello, Starfinder. Hello, everybody that's on here. Mike Green, of course, William McKay, Daniel, Den Brew, and hopefully I didn't miss anybody, but I hope that you're all doing well, man. I do. All right, another game for the Eagles tonight. So the Eagles are taking on the Seattle Seahawks, and look, we'll talk about everything in just a little bit. But before I dive into everything, I do want to remind you guys to make sure you guys like and subscribe, and make sure you turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when I upload. So there was something. What the heck was it? Oh yeah, here it is. All right, so according to Ari Myrove, all right, he just tweeted out not that long ago. He said Joe Buck said, he said, quote, Joe Buck said on the broadcast that the Seahawks don't believe Geno Smith could play 3 or more hours in the current field conditions, so Drew Lock is going to get the start at the quarterback. Geno Smith is active and could still make an appearance, but Seattle also dressed Sean Mannion, end quote. So I wanted to just throw that out there. And, of course, we'll be keeping you all up to date for sure on any news that we hear throughout the game. But there we go. It is not the best weather-wise out in Seattle. It is really not the best weather at Levi's Stadium. It's 45 degrees. It's humid. There's an 82% percentage of wind. It's also raining. Or the humidity is at 82%. The wind is blowing at south at 2 miles per hour. It is raining, though. And, well, it should be a very interesting game between both of these teams. Of course, the Philadelphia Eagles playing in Seattle. Seattle is 6-7, and they're third in the NFC West. And the Eagles are 10-3, as the Dallas Cowboys lost yesterday and were not able to come out on top against Buffalo. They actually got mollywopped out there. And the Eagles, if they take care of business, they'll be one game above the Cowboys in the NFC East. So I hope you're all doing well. Kickoff is just about ready to get underway, and we should be clear in just a few moments at Levi's Stadium. Lots of people here in Seattle. Here we go. All right, so we're just getting underway. So Jason Myers will kick it off as it tails over towards the right side. It's caught at the 12 and taking it all the way to the 25 and getting taken down right there. Of course, was Covey. It was a good tackle, and Seattle gets the stop that they want. So Hurts, through 13 games, of course, the record speaks for itself. He's 10-3 with 31 total touchdowns and 15 turnovers. He only had 5 last year around this time. So Eagles offense is out there. Of course, you have DeAndre Swift over towards the right side. So the Eagles going from left to right. Hurts will fake the handoff as he rolls over towards the right. He'll take it all the way to the 30. He'll take it all the way towards the 35, and he gets just taken down at the 39. So a good run to start things off by Hurts. He scrambled for 13 yards. Bobby Wagner and Jordan Love were there to make the tackle. Here we go. So, the Eagles starting lineup for today, you got Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert. And for the offensive line, it'll be Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey, Sua Opeta, and Lane Johnson. Here's Hurts. It's a little lateral all the way to Swift, and Swift runs over towards the left, and he gets a couple of yards there. According to for Seattle's defense, they got Leonard Williams, Jerron Reed, Mario Edwards Jr., Boy Maffei, Jordan Brooks, Bobby Wagner, and Darrell Taylor. And at cornerback, you have Cody Bryant and Rick Woolen, and the two safeties are Quandre Diggs and Julian Love. So no Jamal Adams tonight. 2nd and 6. Seahawks have allowed an average of 9.9 yards per play, which is the highest in team history. And they get a sack right there on the handoff as DeAndre Swift just lost 3 yards. Williams was there to make the tackle. So 3 plays so far, 14 yards in just a matter of 1 minute and 23 seconds. What an intro, Monday Night Football, says Armand. What's going on? Is it you or is it low audio? I think it's just you. Let me see. Nope. Yep, you're right. Okay, I changed it. 13 minutes left to go in this first quarter. All right, there we go. We're better. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, steps back. He fires up the middle. It's caught by Goddard. Goddard catches it at the 45, and he'll take it all the way towards the 41. So Dallas Goedert for 18 yards. Wagner and Bryant were there to tackle him in the secondary, and Hurts threw a dart right up the middle, and it was good recognition by Hurts to find Goddard. Sometimes you just got to watch the middle if you're Seattle. Hurts again. We'll get the snap. He'll find Goddard again as he goes over towards the right side. Goddard will just take it all the way to the 40, and he runs out of bounds. So clock with 12:15 left to go in the first quarter. Again, the Eagles are 10-3. The Seahawks are 6-7. And while the Eagles, they're actually on a 7-game losing streak against the Seahawks, and they've really been struggling. Every time that they play them over their last 7 games, for sure. All right, there we go. Yep. All right, we fixed it. We fixed it. Thank you. Again, speak up, guys. I love that. Love it when you guys speak up. So Sua Opeta is getting his face mask checked out by one of the trainers out there. We have a stoppage on 2nd and 5. No timeout. So it was a short pass by Jalen Hurts to Dallas Goedert. So Hurts so far on this drive, he's 2 for 2 with 23 passing yards. And the Eagles are at the Seattle 38. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts will get the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's looking. He fires it. And Devontae Smith just catches it. It was all the way towards his left side. So Smith was over towards the left, right behind the line of scrimmage. And he made the catch, but the throw was almost offline, and it could have been picked off. Quandre Diggs was thinking about making the tackle there. There were a lot of questions about whether or not Jalen Hurts was going to go tonight. And, well, he had something, but as soon as he came, that definitely changed a lot of things for the Birds. All right, we have a timeout called with 1 second left on the play clock. I didn't see that, but Hurts and the Eagles will take a very quick timeout. Joel Embiid already has 28 points and 9 rebounds. And there's almost 10 minutes left in the third quarter, according to Austin Krell. That's wild. What is up, Snowman? You the man. Yep. All right, we love you guys. Guys, if you're new on here, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Alco Gang, do your thing. We got 15 people on here. Tell your friends about this channel, and let's get the numbers up. So Pete Carroll, of course, in his 14th season as Seahawks head coach, he has 144 wins, 97 losses, and only 1 tie. Now, this does include the playoffs, and of course, as we mentioned before, the Seahawks are on a 7-game winning streak against the Birds. 11:08 left to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 6 in Seattle territory at their own 39. Empty backfield. Hurts gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He throws up the middle. Finds A.J. Brown. It's good enough for a first down. So Brown catches it inside the 30, and he takes it to the Seattle 28. Wagner again, the one to make the tackle. And the Eagles still keep this drive alive. Again, Hurts just doing a good job. Honestly, there wasn't really any pressure coming, but he had all day and night to throw it and did a good job. 10:35 left in this first quarter. Hurts again gets the snap. Will hand it off to a Swift, and he'll just run up the middle. That was Gainwell, who got 5 yards, and he takes it to the Seattle 23. What is up, Bondo? How you doing, my guy? Thanks for coming on here. Back at it with the man, play-by-play with JJ. Cool. 8 plays, 52 yards in the matter of just about 5 minutes. 2nd and 5. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off again to Gainwell. Gainwell runs up the middle, and he'll just cross inside the 20. And he gets it to about the 15. And that's where he's marked down. So the Eagles in the red zone as their offense. Brian Johnson so far has to be really happy about that. All right, here we go. So 2 receivers lined up towards the left, one in front of the other, and same thing to the right. Hurts fakes the handoff, and he'll scramble it back towards Dallas Goedert. Goedert just catches it at the line of scrimmage, and he'll get taken out of bounds towards the near sideline. It's a little shuffle pass and a little, just a little dump-off pass to Dallas Goedert. They wanted to try to get him to get a play off, but there was just so much coverage on him, and he didn't really get a lot of breathing room, so wanted to try to make a play for him and maybe try to get him more involved in the offense. So they're being very creative so far in this first drive. 10 plays, 61 yards in 6 minutes. Empty backfield, 3 receivers towards the left. Swift in motion. Hurts gets the snap. Will find DeAndre Swift over towards the left. He'll take it all the way towards the 10. Zigzags his way just inside the 10 at the 7. And he'll be just marked short about a yard or so for a first down. 8:43 left in this first quarter. Lots of motion so far from the Eagles, and that's something that you want to see, especially with a team that's been pretty stagnant offensively and pretty predictable with their play calling. Not a lot of jet sweeps and not a lot of creativity. Hurts is 5 for 5, 39 yards, 39 passing yards, 13 rushing. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will hand it off. Gainwell runs up the middle, and he'll get a first down. It'll be a 1st and goal just inside the 5, maybe at the 4.5. Again, making the tackle is Brooks and Love. So the Eagles have taken 7 minutes off the play clock so far in this first quarter. Easy work for the Birds. DFJ, how you doing, my guy? What's going on? 12 plays. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell tries to just get past the line of scrimmage. He tried to turn his body around and do a whole spin move. But 4 rushes for Gainwell, 18 yards. He's averaging about 4.5 rushing yards tonight on this drive. 2nd and goal. 7.5 minutes left in this first quarter. We're just about halfway done. The Eagles were not able to get an offensive touchdown last week against the Dallas Cowboys, and that was the first time that that's happened in the Jalen Hurts era. Hurts will hand it off again to Swift, number 0, and he'll be lucky enough to just get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, Julian Love there to make the tackle as he was just running up the middle. I was wondering if maybe they were going to do a little bit of some more motion while they're in the red zone. But nothing really creative over the last 3 plays or so. 14 plays, it's 3rd and goal. This is a big snap right here. 2 receivers to the left and 3 to the right. 2 to the right, 1 tight end as well. Hurts gets the snap. He'll run it. He'll take it all the way to the 5, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. So one Bird team is on the board as they score on the first drive. It's a 3-yard rushing touchdown by Jalen Hurts. Good read by Hurts. And he was able to scramble his way over towards the left side and just dove right in to the end zone. And they'll take the 6. PAT coming right up. And Love was right there, but let's see if he's down. Oh, he's going to be marked short. He's going to be marked short. His left knee was down. Literally at the 1. He's going to be marked short, I believe. I don't think his... Nope, they're going to say that it's good. Looked like his knee was down, but no, his hand passed the end zone. Okay. PAT coming. Ball is spotted. Kick is up, and it's good. So it's 7-0. It is 7-0 Eagles. Yep, he did show it in the end zone. Yep, got it. Okay. I see it now. All right. Let's see what Matt Patricia can do and the defense as well for the Birds. Coming up, 6:31 left to go in the first quarter. All right. Nice. Got to get the 6, and you got the 6. There you go. 15 plays, and that took about 8.5 minutes off the play clock. Hi, JJ. Hope you're doing well. I broke my wrist and I'm out of action for 6 weeks. Oh, man. That's tough, bro. That's tough, man. I hope you recover soon, man. Seriously. I hope that you recover soon. Oh, boy. All right, if you guys are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well. All right, we got 20 people on here watching. 8 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Why is this taking forever to load? I see why. All right, cool. Yeah, man. So let me know what your thoughts are down below, guys. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the poll question. How many passing touchdowns does Jalen Hurts get tonight? Smash that like button. DFJ Hoops, what is going on, my guy? I know I said hi to you earlier, but I just got to say hi to you again. Got to get you on to Sixers postgame. Keep cooking, JJ. You know, I wanted to tell you guys, man, like, we're on the right track with this. All of our hard work right now is totally paying off. And, you know, I know that I always push you guys to make sure you guys like and subscribe, but I do want to, like, let you know, and I don't want you to forget how much I really do love you all. Because it's because of you that we're building this thing. Yeah, I'm putting in the work, but you guys help out too. And you might not even realize it. You guys make the cast even more fun. So, Mike Green, thanks, and JJ. Yes. We love you, man. Kids are both sick. No kids. Oh, what's up? What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. 6.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Shout out to my boy Jamie. Jamie's the best, man. He was coming on for our Phillies postseason run. That was a lot of fun. And he's back on here. All right, kickoff underway as it goes all the way towards the back of the end zone. And Seattle will set up shop at their own 25. So here we go. Drew Lock, again, is starting off the ball game for Geno Smith. So Smith honestly missed last week's game with a groin injury. And because of the weather conditions tonight, he's not going to be playing the full game out there. So Lock under center, Metcalf in motion, going from left to right. And now a tight end in motion. And we have a flag thrown on the play. It'll be a false start. Couldn't tell if it was against the defense or the offense. Let's see. So Clay Martin's going to make the call here. And it'll be a flag on Seattle at their own 25. So that's a 5-yard penalty. So Drew Lock this season, over his career, he's played in 27 games, 22 starts. He's 8-14. He's thrown 27 touchdowns and 23 picks as well. Lock under center. And he'll get the snap. He's looking. He'll find Lockett, I believe, and he'll just get a couple of yards past the line of scrimmage. So here we go. The offense for tonight for Seattle, you got Drew Lock, Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Noah Fant, Charles Cross, of course, on the offensive line, Damian Lewis, Evan Brown, Anthony Bradford, and Abraham Lucas. Lock hands it off this time to Walker. Walker just runs up the middle, and he gets clampered down by a couple of birds. And not Seattle birds, the other birds. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the Seattle 26. So it was a 3-yard run, and Shaq Leonard was the one that made the tackle. I'm ready for some football for sure. I'm for sure ready for some football. Eagles have to do a good job here on third down. 5:20 left in this first quarter. Lock in the gun. Gets the snap. He backs up. He fires it. DK Metcalf makes the catch, but he's just shy of the first down marker. It was a diving catch at about the 34. So they're going to be marked short. It'll be a 4th and 1 at the Seattle 34. So the Eagles get a 3 and out to start things off on the defensive side. They'll certainly take that. That is something that you really would like to see. Looked like it was a little slant, just running up the middle. But Metcalf did make the catch, but he was just marked a little bit short. And the special teams unit will come out here. So Dixon will punt it away, and Covey will be the returner. The punt is high, it's deep, it's caught at the 12, and the fair catch is made by Covey. So Hurts will go back out there for the Birds as they lead at 7-zip with 4:29 left in this first frame. And they'll be right back in just a few moments. So far, so good. Confidence, man. Confidence. I love it. All right, let's go over some scores, man. Let's go over some scores, shall we? All right, so earlier in the week, all right, so all the other NFL scores. We have the Chargers. They lost 63-21. Actually, we won't do that. We'll do that at halftime. We'll do NBA and NHL scores. So the the Clippers, they lead it 91-71 with 8:47 left in the third quarter in Indiana. The Minnesota the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm in another world. They're taking on the Miami Heat, and they're down by 14 with 2:49 left in the second quarter. Charlotte and Toronto, well, it's in halftime at the Scotiabank Arena, and Charlotte leads it by 4. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're down 32-26 with 1:03 left in the first quarter. And then we have some more games coming on tonight. Houston and Cleveland are taking on one another with 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Cleveland's up by 9. So we have that game going on as well. And of course, the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Chicago Bulls tonight. I don't know why I don't have that whatchamacallit up there. Mike, you always ask what's in the water. It's always water. It really is. I don't have anything to hide. I know you're joking, but it's always water. I have to stay hydrated as I do this. Somebody's always like, JJ has to go to the bathroom. I don't do that on here, but I have to drink water on here. That I do have to do. But thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate that. Fire water. It's still water. Yes, the water is fire, guys. And not that type of a fire. You work for the water company? 4:29 left in the first quarter. So the Eagles, they'll have to set it up at the 12. So the fair catch was not called. Excuse me. So they're going to have to get 88 yards. They're going to start a little bit back. All right, 4:29 left in the first quarter. 2 receivers towards the left and 2 to the right. Hurts hands it off. He finds Swift. Swift runs up the middle, and he gets a little gap over towards the left side and gets taken down right about at the 17. So 5-yard run. Brooks there to make the tackle. Wanted to talk about the Seattle defense just a little bit. But of course, I don't have my stats up right now, which that, of course, would not help. So there we go. So, of course, the Seahawks, as we mentioned, they're 6-7. Offensively speaking, they're actually 18th in the league in points per game and 25th in opposing points per game. Hurts gets the snap. He backs up. He's looking. He's trying to find Smith, and it's incomplete. He was running down the left seam, And it was just out of reach, just a little bit too far. 3rd and 5. That was to Swift, actually. What is up? So Hurts tonight, 5 for 6 in the passing game, 16 rushing yards, and about 55 total yards. Of course, 1 rushing touchdown as well. So the clock stops at 3:47. It's 3rd and 5, again, at the Philadelphia 17-yard line. Empty backfield. Gainwell in motion, going from right to left. And now we'll stand over towards the right side next to Hurts. And we have a flag thrown. It'll be a false start. I believe it's going to be on the Eagles. It'll be on Jalen Hurts. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Hurts was moving. And that's a big loss there. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. So that certainly does not help them. Oh, boy. We have some inactive Eagles players tonight as well. Cam Jurgens not out there tonight. Of course, no Darius Slay either. No Albert O. All right, here we go. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He tries to find Goddard up the middle, and Goddard couldn't make the one-handed catch. It was incomplete. And the Seattle Seahawks get a 3-and-out as well. So the Eagles' defense came through, and, well, Seattle's defense, after the first drive about giving up about 13 plays in the matter of 8.5 minutes, well, that drive only lasted 43 seconds. So Braden Mann, that is, will go out there to punt for the Eagles, and DJ Dallas will be the punt returner for Seattle. Snapped, the punt is made, it is high, and it is deep. And DJ is going to let it bounce a couple of times. As it bounces inside the 30, it'll take it all the way towards the 26, and that's where the Seahawks will set things up. That was a really good punt by Braden Mann. So it bounces a couple of times and lands at their own 26, at the 27, they'll say. And with 3:29 left to go in the first quarter, the Eagles and the Seahawks will be right back. On my way to work now, everyone. Have a great time, says Vince. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I do appreciate that. All right, so how many passing yards or how many touchdowns does Jalen Hurts to get? All right, so cool. You guys are answering the poll. 3 or more. 47% of you have said 3 or more. All right, now we're going to do final score predictions. All right? Final score predictions, guys. Comment your final score predictions down below. I would like to know what you guys have to say with your final score predictions. Larry's here. What's up, Larry? You missed a very good first drive by the Eagles. They took about 8.5 minutes off the clock, and they got a 3-and-out defensively, and then Seattle's defense came through, and the Eagles went with a 3-and-out, unfortunately. But they looked good on that first drive. You need 10, and you throw a 4-yard pass. Says Mike. I get it. 27-1 Eagles. 27-10 Eagles. 28-17 says Jamie. I like that one. Okay, that's a good one. Hey, Larry. 32-11 Eagles. 32-11. Does anybody think that the Eagles are going to lose this game? Because, like, we don't always have to have Eagles supporters on here, guys. We love you all. I'm not saying that you all should leave because I love you guys, but I'm interested if you guys, if there's any of you out there that think that the Eagles are going to lose and what the final score should be. No, 27-1. Yeah, that would happen. 17-10 Eagles, says Houston to Dave. Cool. I like that final score prediction. 27-1. 1 point for participation. Snowman's here. What's up, Snowman? How you doing? Eagles 28, Seahawks 10. All right, time and score. Eagles lead it 7-0. Seahawks going from right to left. Lockett in motion. As he'll go from left to right and now goes back from right to left. Lock still out there under center. And he'll hand it off, and it'll be a sack made by Josh Sweat. It was a little sidearm pass right behind the line of scrimmage, and there's a big sack by Philadelphia's defense as Josh Sweat, who comes in and breaks free as their defensive edge, and that's going to send them back all the way to the 18. Their own 18, so that's a 5-yard sack by Josh Sweat. And Walker loses about 5 yards. Wish that was a better call, but all right. 2nd and 16. 2:52 left in this first quarter. 2 receivers towards the left and 2 to the right. Locke gets the snap, tries to look up the middle. It's caught. It is caught by Parkinson for 6 yards, so that literally took them right where they started on this drive. So they lose 6 yards and they get 6 yards back. So no net gain whatsoever. It's now 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 with 2:20 left in this first quarter. 18 seconds left on the play clock. Again, Geno Smith not out there to start off the game so far. The weather conditions not so nice. It's not raining, though, right now. Locke gets the snap. He backs up. He fires across the middle. It's caught by Metcalf just inside the 40, and that's going to move the chains. How do you give up a big play like that? That was actually Tyler Lockett that made the catch right at the Seattle 39. Did I really say Metcalf? I don't know how you give up a big play like that. 1:45 left in the first quarter. Locke fakes the handoff as he gets the snap. He's rolling towards the right. He fires it, and it's caught. This time it is caught by Lockett for 5 yards. And the ball will be spotted at the Seattle 44 as he takes it out of bounds towards the far sideline. Eagles' 3rd down defense has really been struggling this season as they gave up that was a big play. You cannot give up the big play, especially up the middle. That is really tough. Something that you just can't do. All right, Locke gets the handoff. He'll get the snap, and running up the middle is Walker, and Walker just gets 4 yards. Sidney Brown there to make the tackle just at the logo. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. And they'll be marked just a little short, so it'll be 3rd and 1 here. Boy, the Eagles could definitely use a stop. And I'm interested to see how Matt Patricia's defense does and what he decides to do here. 9 sacks on 3rd down by the Eagles, and that's the fewest in the NFL. Lock under center, but we have a flag thrown, and I think it's going to be on the Eagles as Hassan Reddick starts chirping. Nope, it's going to be a false start on Noah Fant. Reddick was chirping. I didn't see what the heck happened to Fant. But it'll be a 3rd and 6, and that'll send them back to the Seattle 43. Clock still running. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 3rd and 6 at the Seattle 43. 10 seconds left. Locke will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it, and it's incomplete. He tried to find Fant once again. And with 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Eagles will get the ball back, and the special teams will come on out. It was a good stop by the Birds. That's what they needed. You know, you give up a nice little gain to Tyler Lockett on 3rd down, and you thought maybe that could have come back to bite you, but they do get the stop, and that's what they needed. So you do the right thing in that regard. So Dixon will come out to punt as he's standing at the 30. The punt is high, it's deep, and it'll be bounced all the way within the 12, knocked into saved out of the end zone, and it's going to go all the way towards the 2. What a play by special teams by Seattle. So that was tipped by Bobby Wagner, I believe. as he saved it from going into the first. He just bounced it and then saved it from going into the end zone, and it landed right at the 2. Wild. And with how many seconds left? 5 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, we'll see how this goes. Why isn't this updating? Webinar. I'm too old to know this high-tech stuff, but I sure know hiding. That's old school. Yes, sir. I like how we're having a nice little chat going on in the chat, guys. Who else do we have on here tonight? I would like to know. Why isn't this updated? The Eagles forced back-to-back punts for the first time since the first 2 drives of the 49ers game, and that's coming from Zach Berman. Boy, we love Zach Berman. Does a great job with his work that he does. He's really great. I actually got to talk to him. He came over to Rowan to speak to us. He covers the Eagles for Fly Philly Sports. They do a really cool job. And he's also an adjunct at Colorado State. Now, that I did not know. You can't bat the ball forward. It's where it's first touched. Where is... I don't know why this isn't working. We're going to have the ESPN one up, too. Just in case they put something up there. What does their Gamecast say? It just says the same exact thing. It literally just says the same exact thing. That's really weird. All right, so the Eagles don't have Alberto tonight. Rashad Penny is inactive as well. Tanner McKee inactive. And Darius Slay and Cam Jurgens also not active as well. For the Seahawks, for their full injury report, D. Eskridge is out. Jamal Adams is inactive. Devon Witherspoon also not playing tonight. That was the one storyline in tonight's game going into it, whether or not Devon Witherspoon was going to play. And this is a guy who was literally, a very highly talented type of a player. So, and there were talks about, Seattle taking him over Jalen Carter. Raekwon O'Neal also not playing, and Kenny McIntosh is out as well. We have a flag to start off quarter number 2, so that's why we had a little long time out. We could play the Jeopardy music. My app would be incorrect. My app says they're starting from the 12. Yep, the app is not right. The app is not right. It still says 4th and 6 at the Seattle 43. I don't know why we have a flag here. I don't understand. Let's take a sip of water. All right, if you haven't commented your final score predictions, please do so. Would love to hear what you guys have to say in regards to the final score for this game. There's a cool telecam shot that they're showing us, a cool aerial shot of the whole entire field. So it'll be 4th and 16. That's what they're going to say. I'm a little confused as to what is going on. And the Seahawks are going to punt it again, right? Yeah, they're going to punt it again. They're going to punt it again. So time expired, I guess. But they're going to punt it again. So Myers is out there. It'll be from left to right. And the catch will be made by Covey. He'll take it all the way towards the 20, towards the 25, and he just gets marked a little bit short of the 30. So that was a 10-yard penalty. And now the Eagles will get the football back when we return. 15 yards for Covey, and they'll set up shop at their own 29. That was confusing. So Dixon punted it for 45 all the way to the Philadelphia 12. It was downed by Radigan. There was a penalty on Radigan, and it was an illegal bat. That was a 10-yard penalty, and that was enforced at the Seattle 43. Again, sometimes you just can't see these things going on when you're just watching it on the screen. Batting, 10-yard penalty. Yep, I got it. 14:43 left in this first half as the first snap was made, and Hurts tried to pass it, and it was incomplete. Deflected off of a defender's hands. Illegal batting. Never seen that penalty. Yep, exactly. So Hurts, 5 for 8 in the passing game tonight. Eagles going from right to left. Clock stops with 14:43. Hurts fakes the handoff. He tries to throw it up the middle. It's caught by Brown. A.J. Brown takes it all the way to the 40. It was a diving catch, and he was being covered as well. Not an easy play. He got tripped up there. He's grabbing onto that left knee. He's just hobbling a little bit, but he does get up, and he's going to go over towards the sideline, so hopefully he's all right. Julio Jones is going to step in for him. They're going to say he was just a little bit short of the first down marker, so it'll be a 3rd and short, about a 3rd and 1, right at the 38. They're going to go for the brotherly shove here, and let's see if it works. It does. They get 2 yards from it, as Hurts is able to scramble his way, and the Philadelphia Eagles offense is able to just move the pylon forward and move the chains as well. Just a minute underway in this second quarter. Eagles are up 7-0. The push sneak, they're 59 for 64 since 2022. That's the most conversions for first down in the NFL. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift just gets a couple of yards past the 40. He'll take it to the 42, as he'll get tripped up by Young. So Young is there to make the tackle. Well, I didn't talk about this, but Jalen Hurts, this season, he's thrown for 3,192 yards. He's also averaging about 7.5. And the 7.5, that is per throw. 2nd and 6. And the ball spotted at the 42. Hurts will fake the handoff, and it'll be a keeper here as he'll take it all the way towards the 50 as he runs out of bounds towards the near sideline. So it was a nice little read, a fake handoff pass to Swift, and he just ran diagonally towards that left side. And there you go, another first down by the Birds. He gets 7 yards that time. 12:28 left to go in this second quarter. Hurts will get it, and he'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift just gets right over to the line. Gets past the line of scrimmage, but he gets about 4 yards. So it's 2nd and 6. This drive has been going on for 2 minutes and 24 seconds. A total of 26 yards and 6 plays on this drive so far. Eagles are 10-3, trying to take a 1-game lead over the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East. 2 receivers towards the left and 2 to the right. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He finds A.J. Brown at the 40, and he'll get taken down at the 45. A.J. Brown again getting active in the offense. Brown with 4 targets, 3 receptions, and with 30 receiving yards. Great catch by Brown. And making the tackle and coming up with a big play again is Wagner. Hurts, he'll hand it off to Swift. Swift will run diagonally over towards the 30. He'll take it all the way towards the 25. And just at the 24 he goes. Down he goes by Julian Love. 11-yard run by DeAndre Swift. And again, the Eagles move the sticks again. Hurts in the gun. He'll hand it off to Swift. Swift runs over towards the right, and he just gets about 3 yards or so as he slides down. And it'll be 2nd and 7 at the Seattle 22. They're going to just say you got maybe about 2.5. Jason Kelce, of course, on this offensive line. He's 36 years old and has been one of the main reasons why this O-line has been so dominant for so long, as well as Lane Johnson as well. 2nd and 8. And again, this drive going on for about 4 minutes. 9 plays and 49 yards. 17 rushes and 10 passes. 10:18 left in this second quarter. 5 on the play clock. Hurts makes the handoff. He runs over towards the right, and he'll take it all the way towards the 20 and slide right down. He'll slide down as Williams was trying to just get on top of him, and it'll just be a short gain. 3rd and 6 now. And Hurts, I believe, he's going to stay in there. Ten plays, 51 yards in a matter of 5 minutes on this drive. 9:45 left in the second quarter. Eight seconds left on the play clock. 3 receivers towards the left. Hurts will read and keep it up the middle as he gets taken down just at the 20 by Brooks. So how about Brooks coming through? Jordan Brooks, that is. He is a big, big dude. He's able to just make the tackle. So it was a read. He tried to get past Kelce. Kelce actually provided a little hole, and then Brooks was just in his blind side and just came right through and tackled him right at the knees and got him right on the ground. It'll be 4th and 3 at the Seattle 18, and the Eagles are going to go for it here. Interesting decision. Gainwell in motion. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will get the snap. He backs up. He's looking. He fires up the middle, and it's caught again for another first down. Julio Jones comes through, and he catches it right at the Seattle 12. And Quandre Diggs there to just tackle him as soon as he caught it. And the Eagles' O-line deserves a lot of credit that time. The pass rush has been really excellent as they've given Jalen Hurts a lot of time to operate. Hurts, he'll hand it off to Kenneth Gainwell, and Gainwell just gets maybe a yard, maybe half a yard. Nothing much there as he gets tackled right at the legs by Maffei. This keeps my score prediction alive, says Jamie. How you guys doing, man? I'm back for a while. Jackson. What's up, Jackson? How you doing? Second and 10. 7:45 left in the second quarter. 2 receivers towards the right and 2 to the left. Hurts hands it off to Swift. Swift will take it all the way to the 10, to the 5, and he just dives at the 3. They're going to say it's at the 2.5 mark. He tried to dive, and he's just still a little bit short. He had nobody on him, and I guess that he didn't recognize where the marker was, and he probably should have just known better. Again, a really nice hole provided by Opeta there. We have a flag thrown as the Eagles were going to try to go for the brotherly shove, and it'll be a false start enforced by the Birds. It'll be on Jason Kelce. Again, that's been going on for a couple of weeks now, where Jason Kelce has just been called for some false starts. It just moves a little bit too soon. And, I mean, this guy's a veteran, and he should know better. Absolutely should know better. 3rd and 6 with 7:12 left in the first half. Eagles going from right to left. They're knocking on the door. Will the Seahawks let them in? It's 7-0 Birds. 3rd and 6. Hurts hands it off, and Swift gets tripped up there, and it's a tackle for a loss of about maybe half a yard by Quandre Diggs. He's had a very good year defensively for Seattle, and he along with Jamal Adams have been really doing a good job in that secondary for the Seahawks. And without Adams there tonight, you kind of figured that Quandre Diggs was going to have to really step up. So it'll be 4th and 6. Elliott's going to go out there for the 3. Elliott's field goal attempts, he's converted 92% of the time this season. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it's good. So they go for the 3, and it's a 10-0 game for Philadelphia. 6:20 left in the first half. And again, a good drive by the Birds. They take 8 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock, 16 plays. They couldn't go for the 7, but they do settle for the 3, and that's what they had to do on the 4th and 6 there. Don't know about the decision to run it on 3rd and 6 as RB. How the heck is he doing these 2 games, bro? How is he doing these 2 games? I don't get it. Good for him. Good for him. I don't know how some people, and like I guess I have to get used to it, but I don't know how some people are able to live tweet as they're calling the game. That, I don't know how you do that. I think that that's a skill. I really do think that that's a skill. Couple weeks ago, Jamie, maybe a little longer. Philadelphia Sports Heads, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on, my guy. Eagles have 2 timeouts left. They used a timeout on the first drive. There was literally 1 second left on the play clock. So, and they lead at 10-zip. Hurts so far 8 for 11 with his passes. He's thrown for 64 yards in just this first half. And so far, so good for Jalen Hurts. Really, I think that when you look at how their offensive line is doing, they are really just doing a great job at protecting him. They really are. They're giving him time. They're making sure that he has enough, not only that he has enough time, but he's also able to get off his throws. And the reads just look really good. He's seen the field really well tonight. And I don't want to jinx it, of course, but he knows how to get his players involved. He's making the right throws. He's executing perfectly. Johnson also deserves a lot of flowers, too. You can question whether or not they should have ran it on the 3rd and 6, but just from an overall perspective, so far, so good. They've dominated the clock. That was the one thing that I've asked for the Eagles for over these last couple of weeks. Dominate the clock. They've literally had the ball for 18 minutes of this game so far. 2 big drives, 2 long drives by the Eagles. So Elliott will go back out there to kick things off. 6:20 left in the second quarter. Elliott will kick it. It's high. It's deep. It's going all the way towards the back of the end zone. And a touchback is made. And Drew Lock and company going back out there. What do I think of that false start call? Again, Kelsey has to know better, man. Kelsey has to know better. I said it before. He just does. Even if it's a ticky-tack play, that's like the 3rd or 4th time over the last 2 weeks that he's been called for those types of things. 6:20 left in the second quarter. So here we go. There's a fake handoff by Locke. Locke gets the snap. He's looking. He's trying to find Metcalf, and pass interference is going to be called on Job for a holding. That is a big penalty there. So Josh Job gets called for pass interference. So he just grabbed Metcalf and locked elbows with him. Metcalf got a little bit tangled there. And that's going to be 20 yards enforced at the Seattle 25. So that'll put them at the 45, their own 45. Locke today, 5 for 6 with his passing. and 34 passing yards. He'll get the snap, and he'll find a receiver who gets just taken down by Brown and Smith. It's Smith and Jigba that's able to make the catch. According to John Clark, quote, James Bradbury is standing on the sideline. Josh Jobe and Kelly Ringo are back in there, end quote. Actually, he also said Bradbury is coming back in, end quote. Okay. Good. Third down. 5:20 left in the second quarter. So Walker got 6 yards at the 46, the Philadelphia 46. Seattle gets loud. Expect a false start or two. Yes, sir. That's the other thing about it. All right, 3rd and 2. Ball spotted at the 42. Lock under center. Lockett in motion, going from right to left. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Lock will get the snap. Will hand it off, and running up the middle and just taking it right to the line is Walker. And are they going to give him the first down? He got tripped up. Great tackle by Shaq Leonard and Nolan Smith. And they will give him the first down. So they needed about 1.5 yards, and that's just what they got as they keep the drive alive. So 4:40 left now in the second quarter. Thought the Eagles did a good job of trying to get the stop there, but it was just Walker just won that battle. 4.5 minutes to go. Lock again under center. Lockett in motion. Lock gets the snap, backs up, fires it up the middle. It's caught, and it will be caught at the 40 by Osley. Just comes in and makes a pretty good catch there. Seattle does get loud. I think I read that. 2nd and 5. Lock 7 for 8 in the passing game with 42 passing yards. 3:53 left in the second quarter. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Receiver in motion, and Lock will hand it off to his running back, and they'll take it all the way towards the 30 to the 25. Just marked down right on the 25. Kenneth Walker again comes through. Man, oh man, he's been doing a good job right now on this drive, just running the football. As he gets about 13 yards or so by Byard and Blankenship there to tackle him in the secondary. And another first down by Seattle. It's a 10-0 lead for the Eagles. 5 plays, 48 yards on this drive by the Seahawks in the matter of 2.5 minutes. 6 rushes by Walker, 21 total rushing yards. Tight end in motion. Lock with a little handoff pass all the way to Walker, and Walker gets taken out of bounds towards the far sideline. Kelly Ringo tried to dive with his head forward to try to make the tackle, and going out of bounds is Walker. So the clock is still moving. When you take a look at the replay there, it was a pretty good stop there, and then just running out of bounds. And Sid Brown was also there as Eagles players had to get out of the way on the sideline. It'll be 2nd and 10, so they're just going to say that he got back to the line of scrimmage. Worried about the secondary, but getting gashed by the run. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Lock with 2 backs right next to him, one to his left and one to his right. Lock will get the snap. He tries to fire it, and it's incomplete, just off the hands of Charbonnet. Charbonnet was wide open, and it just ricocheted off of his hands. Don't know if the weather has anything to do with it, but he had his gloves on and was ready and was just not able to make the catch. It just went off of his right hand, and Locke not so happy. Maybe it was a little bit off. It looked like it was a good throw, but just unable to come up with it. So that stops the clock with 2:17 in the first half. 18 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles defense gets set. 4 in the front. 3rd and 10. Locke gets the snap. He backs up towards the 40. He throws, and it's complete. And it's good enough for a first down, and the Eagles give up another 3rd down conversion again. And we reach the 2-minute warning. Great catch on the play. As we reach the 2-minute warning, the catch was made by Smith and Jigba for 13 yards. Reed Blankenship there to make the tackle. And we're here at the 2-minute warning. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Be right back. All right, here we go. Bro, why is everybody saying Tyrese? I don't know how they all do this, man. I don't get it. All right, so it's 10-0 Eagles. Sixers are actually down 105-101 with 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter against the Chicago Bulls. What a game that's been. All right, but back here we have a ball game as the Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks at Levi Stadium. The Eagles have been able to get 11 total first downs, while the Seahawks have only gotten 5, but a lot of them have been on third down efficiency. Eagles defense giving up a lot of big plays on third down, and now they'll set the Seattle up at their own 19, or at the 19. Locke hands it off, and he'll try to give it to his running back, and he just hits a couple yards. That was Zach Charbonnet that just runs up the middle for a couple of yards. 105-104 Sixers with 16 seconds left. Wow. 2nd and 7, and we have a timeout taken by the Eagles. So they'll take a timeout here with 1:53 left in the first half. 105-104. Tyrese Maxey must have hit that 3. Unsuccessful challenge. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I want to focus on this game. The one thing that's so hard about looking at the phone with all the notifications, like I'm trying to keep all my notifications for Twitter open just during the game, but it is a little distracting. Hi, JJ. Eagles are doing good tonight so far. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Man, I always forget your name because I know that your name is not Catherine, but I always forget if it's TJ or who it is. But you should change your username, my guy. You should. If you know you're on here a lot, I'm just saying you should, because then that way I don't screw up your name as much. Maxey with 29 and B with 40. Nice. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. If you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, or any other platform that's out there, make sure that you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, or the follow button, I should say, and come on over to YouTube. So that way you guys can come on and be a part of our family over here. Not saying that Twitch is bad, not saying that Facebook or any of those other platforms are bad, but this is the most popular, and this is the one that I look at the most. So if you're commenting on Facebook, I don't see it right now, unfortunately, because I'm not on Facebook. I'm literally here on YouTube looking at people's comments. It's a little hard for me to keep all those tabs open because I have so many browsers open for all the stats that I'm looking at. 106, 104 Bulls get offensive rebound. 1:53 left in the second quarter. The Birds lead it 10-0. They have one timeout left. Locke and the Seahawks offense are setting things up at the 11.5. They're knocking on the door. Locke gets the snap. He tries to find Metcalf, and Metcalf can't haul it in. Kelly Ringo doing a good job at staying on him as he drops the catch. It was supposed to be a sliding catch. And it'll be 3rd and 7 at the Philadelphia 11. It was a good try by Locke, but the throw was maybe a little bit low, and Metcalf just was not able to come up with it. Seahawks are 3 for 5 on third downs, averaging about 7 yards. Eagles need to get a stop here. 3 receivers now towards the left and 2 to the right. Locke gets the snap, fires up the middle. It's caught, but it's going to be taken at the 10. And Reed Blankenship comes away with a big tackle. How about that? So that was just a short pass that will be taken to the Philadelphia 7. It was just inside the 10. And with the way he was backing up, he was actually standing locked. That was at the 20 because the pressure was coming by the Birds. It was a good try, but the Eagles do get the stop that they need. So 4th and 3 at the Philadelphia 7 with 1:45 left to go in the second quarter. I'm actually going to say it's 4th and 4. So Blankenship with 80 tackles, 2 INTs, and 5 pass breakups through Week 14. And all of that are career highs for him. It's a big play there. So here we go. Locke and the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're not even going to take the 3. That's wild. Maybe they want to draw something off the Eagles' offsides here. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 4 seconds left. 3 receivers towards the left. That's where they all line up. 1 second, and that's what they tried to do. And Carroll, I believe, I don't know if a flag was thrown or not, or if they used a timeout. No signal yet. Okay, so they used a timeout. They did use a timeout, and it'll be 4th and 4. So Locke is going to head back to the sidelines, and the field goal unit's going to go out there. I figured that that's what they were going to try to do, to try to draw the Eagles offsides, which is not really a bad idea. So Myers will go out there. Jason Myers, that is. He's converted on 79% of his field goals. This is from 26 yards. 1:45 to go in the second quarter. And going out there to snap it will be Chris Stoll. He's the long snapper. 14 seconds left on the play clock. Ball spotted. Kick is up. And there's a line drive that goes through. Just through the uprights. 10-3. Eagles still lead it by 1 possession. And Hurts will go back out there for probably one last time in this second quarter. All right. All right, guys. How many people do we have on here? We got 28 lovely people watching on here. All right. So how many passing yards does Jalen Hurts get tonight, guys? How many passing yards does Jalen Hurts get tonight? He already has 64 passing yards. You would expect this drive that he's probably going to do some more. He's probably going to want to take more time off, but he's going to probably use the air game a lot on this one. Long snapper, best job in the world. $10, the small kid picks his... I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. It's fine. It is what it is. You expected them to lose sometime. I also could really care less because I'm covering this game tonight. I'm kidding. We love the Sixers, but, you know, it is an Eagles night. And it was not really... You expected them to lose at some point. That's just how it worked out. Unfortunately, they come up short tonight, but there's not really much of a takeaway, I'm sure, that a lot of people are going to have on the game. All right, what did I miss? Under 30. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are really freaking crazy. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. I hope that you're all having yourselves a very fantastic night. Yeah. New Year's Day college football playoff semifinals. That should be interesting. That should be really interesting. Caddyshack references. Yeah, see, I'm not. Yep. I never watched Caddyshack. Never watched it. All right, so it'll be the Eagles offense that goes back out there. Hurts, Swift, Brown, Smith, Watkins, Goddard, Mailata, Dickerson, Kelsey, Opeda, and Johnson. Right after this kickoff. So Myers will try to kick it out right here. And there it goes. It goes all the way towards the back of the end zone. And the Eagles will start at their own 25. That's a big drive here for the Birds. If you're the Birds, of course, you want to try to utilize the air game, but you really need to try to be creative in getting Dallas Goedert involved and, you know, maybe don't necessarily go for something long, but just try to take some time off that clock. 1:42 left in this second quarter. DremontJones so far doing a good job in this game, and Boy Maffei for Seattle as well. They've had their name called a lot tonight on that Seattle Seahawks defense. So here we go. Let's see Jalen Hurts and how he does in a 2-minute drill right here. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles going from right to left as they start at their own 25. Three receivers towards the right, to the left. Hurts backs up as he gets the snap. He's looking, tries to fire it. It's caught by Devontae Smith right at the 40. Over towards the far sideline. A dart and a great catch. There's a flag thrown, though. Let's see where the flag is. It'll be a penalty on Seattle's defense. Illegal use of the hands. And the penalty, of course, is declined. And the Eagles, as Devontae Smith made the catch at the Philadelphia 40. It was a 15-yard pass by Jalen Hurts. That's what the doctor ordered. So the illegal use of the hands was made by DremontJones, the left defensive end. He's been starting for them for a little bit. So Smith with 2 targets, 2 receptions, and 14 receiving yards. Hurts again will get the snap. He has to escape the pocket. And he'll throw over towards his left, and it goes out of bounds. Pressure was coming as the pocket was just about ready to collapse, and Hurts did a good job of just throwing it away. He just threw it away over towards the near sideline. So that just about took maybe a couple of seconds, 6 seconds off the game clock, and it's 2nd and 10. The Eagles also need to win if they want to try to get that number 1 overall seed. The 49ers are 11-3, and of course the Birds, they're 10-3, and they'll be 11-3 if they win. Got to watch out for those Detroit Lions as well. They're 10-4. Hurts will get the snap, and the ball's blocked off the pass. It is ruled as a forward pass, so it'll be 3rd and 10. That's the second time tonight that Jalen Hurts has gotten a pass deflected. It was off the hands. Couldn't tell who it was. But Lane Johnson tried to keep his defender in check, and it just didn't work out that way. So that took 3 seconds off the clock. And again, Seattle still has 2 timeouts. They still have 2 timeouts. You don't want to have a 3-and-out here. Well, it wouldn't be a 3-and-out, but you want to try to get a little bit better field position. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Empty backfield. Hurts backs up as he gets the snap. Throws over towards the right, and it's incomplete. A.J. Brown was looking for a flag, and he won't get one. 4th and 10, and the Seahawks get the stop that they need. 4 plays, 15 yards in a matter of 19 seconds. And the Seahawks will get the football back. I was a little confused because A.J. Brown was being covered very well that time. Quandre Diggs just does such a great job at just being wherever he has to be. He just comes through. Man out there to punt the football. And it'll be bounced at the 22, and it's caught at the 15. And Reed Blankenship will make the tackle right at the 18-yard line. So just about a couple of yards of a run. Nothing too much. And with 1:08 left in the second quarter, Drew Lock and the Seahawks offense will go back out there. There was enough time to run the ball one time. I agree. As we agree why the D-line is gas. Oh, boy. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got 27 people on here watching. 26 of you have hit that thumbs up button. I want to see more people on here. Tell your friends about this channel, guys. You know, we say this all the time, but I do mean this. If you guys really know somebody that actually really would like this channel a lot, by all means, tell them and get them to join. Because I'll be honest, man, like we're doing some really, really cool stuff on here. And this, honestly, like I was a little bit nervous because for a long time, I thought, you know, a lot of people aren't doing this, and I wonder why. And now we're getting recognized by a lot of people out there, and even YouTube is recognizing us. We're really hitting the map now. We really are. So, you know, I want us to continue to grow, but, you know, if you guys have any friends, like, make sure that you bring them on. Because there are people that don't get cable, you know. There's other people that can't stand the national broadcasters. There's some people that honestly, and I don't know why, but they don't like Merrill. So we want to introduce them a new platform. You know, if somebody moves out and they don't have access to the games, so there you go. That's it, man. That's it. And it's legal, too, because we're just giving you guys the audio. Hey, JJ. Tuning skis here in Canada. Oh, wow. Love listening into the play-by-play for the Eagles. Thanks, Chris. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on, dude. Hopefully you and your wife are doing well. Are you out there? Man, you're out there in Canada. You're skiing. Wow. Wow. That's cool. How long have you been skiing, man? How long have you been skiing? I'm really curious. I'm very, very curious. Plus, they can enjoy my chat content. Yes, for sure. 10-3 Birds with exactly 68 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Seahawks, they're 6-7, still trying to fight for a playoff spot. The Eagles trying to, of course, not only win the division, but get the number 1 seed secured. So Locke's still out there. He'll get the snap. He throws up the middle. And it's caught by Fant. And it'll be taken all the way to the Seattle 25. It was a 6-yard pass. Brown and Morrow there to make the tackle. Locke, again, not wasting any time. He'll get the snap. It's 2nd and 4. He throws over towards the right. It's incomplete. And it actually goes all the way towards the Seahawks sideline. 45 seconds left. And the clock stops. 3rd and 4. I used to love skiing. Too old now. says Larry. Let's see again here. The refs are actually getting together. I don't know why. We had a flag. Was that intentional grounding? Is that what it is? Are they going to rule that as intentional grounding? I think so. If so, that's a 15-yard penalty. Intentional grounding called on Drew Lock. I guess it could have went that way. That's a 10-yard penalty. And that'll set them back to the Seattle 15. Clock still is at 45 seconds. It's 3rd and 14 again. Geno Smith, he was listed active, but he's just not on the he's just not playing so far. He hasn't played in the first half. 10-yard and loss of down. So it'll be 3rd and 14. Forgot to mention that. Thank you. Appreciate it. 10-3 Eagles. 45 seconds left. 3rd and 14 at the Seattle 15. Seattle, of course, has the football. Drew Lock out there as the starting quarterback for Seattle. DK Metcalf has been pretty quiet tonight. And Lockett as well. 17 receiving yards by Lockett on just 2 receptions. Metcalf with just 1 reception for 8 yards. That's it. Eagles secondary is doing a pretty good job, except on 3rd down conversions. But they did get the stop that they needed the last time that the Seahawks were in the red zone. We need 20 more subscribers to get to 1,600. What are y'all waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now. Go gang, do your thing. Promote the channel. 3rd and 14. 14 seconds left on the play clock. Lock hands it off. And it'll be just within the 20. It'll be maybe a couple of yards or so as Darbonnet gets tackled, and we have a couple of whistles. And I don't know if Sid Brown is going to get a penalty called on him, but that's what it looks like. They're going to say it's a holding. So Charbonnet gets 2 yards. Offensive holding is called on Brown. Sometimes it's just so hard to tell. So Evan Brown, of course, the center for the Seattle Seahawks. He's been around them for a little bit. Fourth and 12 now, and the Birds will get the football back. They will get it back with 37 seconds to go. All right. Dixon out there to punt it. It's high. It's deep. It'll be caught right inside the 27, and it'll be taken down right at the 31. So Covey was the one that made the catch, and he just got tackled at the 31, so we got 4 yards or so. Seattle's been cheating all night, says Mike Green. Oh, boy. All right, we have another timeout here. It's been a pretty long 2 minutes, man. It's been a pretty long 2 minutes. It's 9:36 p.m. Eastern Time on the Philadelphia Sports YouTube network. All right, 27 seconds to go. That was a quick timeout. Thought they were going to take a TV timeout, but nope, they're not. Hurts with an empty backfield. 3 receivers all the way to the right and 2 to the left as well. Gainwell in motion as he'll go over towards Hurts' left side. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking pretty deep. He fires it, and it's incomplete. It was supposed to go to Dallas Goedert. And Goddard just couldn't make the catch. It was an interesting call. He wanted Goddard to try to make the catch over towards the near sideline as he just ran all the way towards his side. 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Hurts 9 for 16 with his completions. Has 1 rushing touchdown, 79 passing yards, and 29 rushing yards. Gainwell goes over towards Hurts' right. Empty backfield again. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He steps up, and he's running, and he'll take it all the way to the 35, to the 40, and he's marked out. He just escaped a tackle and was able to just get through. Cal Caserta is being taken back to the locker room, the Eagles' locker room. So that was a great scramble for 6 yards. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 38. At the 38, so it's 3rd and 4. 15 seconds left in the first half. Empty backfield again. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. He rolls over towards the left. He's looking deep. And he'll run, and he'll throw it over towards the near sideline, and it is incomplete. Or is it picked off? It's picked off. It is picked off by, let's see. Oh, he dropped it. Looked like Hurts was going out. I'm a little confused. All right, so it's 4th and 4. So it's incomplete. My gosh. Come on, JJ. This is why we need practice. Yep, it's incomplete. 4th and 4. And the punting unit's going to go out there with 8 seconds left. And there we go. The punt is made high and deep. And it'll be bounced at the 10 as it squiggles all the way towards the out-of-bounds marker at the 11 or the 12. And that's going to do it as the clock goes to 0, and we have reached halftime here in Seattle. So the Seahawks will be receiving to start off the second half right after halftime. I got to take a step off. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I will see you guys very, very soon. Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. I really do. So the Eagles, they lead it 10-3 at the half. When was the last time the Eagles actually led at halftime? That's a very good question. So that's really interesting to me. Hey Siri, when was the last time that the Eagles led at halftime? Nope, it doesn't tell you. I was thinking about that because like sometimes like what they do is on the little promos that they have, they ask you like, hey, like you can ask Siri these types of things. JJ, what do you think about Johnson's play calling so far? In the very beginning, I thought it was nice. I liked how they were able to take time off the clock. They had 2 really good drives. Other than that, it's just a lot of question marks. I don't understand why you would run the ball on 3rd and 6 on the 3rd drive. That was, if I remember correctly. I thought that they were marching down, and then it's a 3rd and 6, and I don't know, maybe do like a little jet sweep or something. I don't know. So, she don't even know. She don't even know. I don't know what you mean by that. It hasn't been terrible today, guys. It has not been terrible today. It's honestly been a little bit better. I've seen worse. Like there are people out there that actually think that he's like the worst offensive coordinator. I don't think he's the worst. Okay, I don't think he's done an awesome job this season. I'm not gonna like. I think that sometimes Jalen and him just haven't clicked, but sometimes, guys, yes, the coordinators have to put you in a position to succeed, but sometimes it also just comes down to execution. So sometimes you have a very good play call that the quarterback doesn't execute properly, or you have a really good play call that a receiver dropped a pass or whatever. But going into this second half, what I want to see is not only them run the ball more, establish the ground. I want to see this offense. I think that this offensive line has done such a great job tonight. I don't really think that they've gotten a lot of their flowers. I've noticed that they've created a lot of time for Jalen to just be aggressive, and they're buying him time. And they're making sure that nobody's getting to him, that there's no pressure. The pocket really hasn't been collapsing as much. And he's doing good in that perspective. So Hurts tonight with 35 rushing yards, 79 passing yards. So he has about 114 total yards on seven carries and 9 passes, nine completions, excuse me. So, no, I think that he's done a good job. A.J. Brown, 5 targets, 3 receptions for 30 yards. I'd like to see a deep ball eventually, but not to start off the second half. In the second half, they need to be just running the ball and not just running up the middle. Like, run through the holes over towards the right side and maybe just try to, I don't know how you word it, but again, just be creative. Sometimes, like what I'm learning too, is that there's a lot of football jargon that I realize that I'm not using. And so when you're trying to learn the jargon too, that's where it gets a little bit tough. Because learning about the jargon's one thing, but learning how to talk the jargon and how to utilize the vocabulary and the different types of play calls, that's another thing, guys. It's tough. It's not easy. But I hold myself accountable, man. And that's how it is. Outside zone runs. I like that. That's a good one to use. The Sixers just pooped the bed. I mean, man, guys, they, you knew that they were going to lose at some point, guys. They were blowing out, they, over the last 5 games, they have blown out opponents by an average of at least 27. That's impressive. At least 27. I don't have the stat on my, in my hands right now, but I remember DJ was talking about it. Shout out to DJ Eastwood, man. DJ was talking about it earlier today, and I think it was at least 30. He said, I'm not concerned with them. Oh, the Sixers suck now, says Larry. They stink now. You do have people out there, though, that are even Sixers fans that actually do believe that, though. They do buy into those things, guys. They do. So it's either it's such an extreme, but again, that's welcome to Philadelphia. Everything is an extreme. You win high, you win by a lot. The highs are great. You lose, Everything is tough. Because that's how our city is, whether you like it or not. All right, let's go over some scores, shall we? All right, so if you are new, if you're just tuning in for the very first time, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I do Eagles football play-by-plays. I do Phillies baseball play-by-plays and Sixers play-by-plays for basketball. And we also are going to be doing another Flyers watch party tomorrow. Excited about that. We'll try to get a little bit better with it. It's going to be really slow. It's going to be slow. The Sixers did stink tonight. Paul Reed was the third highest scorer with 8 points. Happens. Sometimes the shots just don't fall, guys. And again, I didn't really watch the game, so I didn't really see what happened. But, you know, a loss to the Bulls on a Monday night is not gonna determine whether or not they're gonna go to the playoffs for me. Tomorrow, awesome. Yep, I'll be on tomorrow. Let's actually go over the calendar for the rest of the week. So we'll do this now. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be on 7 o'clock. They play against the Devils again. Wednesday we got Sixers Timberwolves. Now that game is something to keep your eye on. That's a big game. Wednesday night. They played the Timberwolves again. Ant-Man is coming to Philadelphia to a theater near you. No, I'm kidding. But I do like Ant-Man, the movie. But Anthony Edwards, that's who I'm saying. And Karl Anthony Towns. And then on Thursday, we'll probably do the Flyers game Thursday. Friday, we got the Sixers game. And then we're off on Saturday. I'm actually going to be doing with Jeevan. No, I'm not going to spoil it. Okay. Something's going to go on Saturday. That's all I'm going to say. And then Sunday's Christmas. And then on Christmas Day, we got a busy day, guys. We got a very busy day. We're doing the Eagles game and the Sixers game. Eagles play at 4:30 in the afternoon. And then right after that, we're going right into Sixers basketball. Blame gravity. Yes. All right. I said that we were going to go over some scores. All right. Let's do that right now. So what we'll do first is we'll take a look at the NBA and then the NHL, and then we'll go over every other NFL game that has happened this week. So the Rockets currently are down by 5 with 2.9 seconds left in overtime in Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell has 37 points and 6 assists. And Fred VanVleet has 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 17 assists. Oh, my goodness. Cade Cunningham has put up 41 points for the Pistons tonight. They trail 126 to 118. Trae Young, 28 points and 15 assists as well. Lots of assists. Tyler Hero has put up 25 points for the Miami Heat, but they're down 110 to 108 with 10.1 seconds left. Wow, a lot of close games. That's against Minnesota, too. Anthony Edwards, 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals. So, and then in OKC, they're beating the Memphis Grizzlies 94 to 66. Desmond Bane is 17 points, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals. He's been leading the way for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Nuggets have a 9-point advantage over the Dallas Mavericks with 6:27 to go in the second quarter. Doncic already with 17 points, and we're not even at halftime. The Brooklyn Nets are up by 4 against the Utah Jazz. It's 42 to 38 with 6:38 left in the second quarter. And then final scores. We got 3 final scores. The Clippers, they put up 151 points. James Harden had 35 points, 9 assists as well, and he played really well. Ben Mathurin had 34. And, again, the Clippers won by 24 points. And then the Bulls, of course, won against the 76ers at the Wells Fargo Center and won 108 to 104. The Raptors were able to hold on, and they actually beat the Charlotte Hornets handily, 114 to 99. And then tonight we got Wizards and Kings, Sacramento Kings, and then Knicks and Lakers. And when we take a look at the NHL, again, here we go. So the Canadiens are up 2-1 against the Winnipeg Jets. Velarde was able to get his 5th goal for the Jets, and Anderson got his 4th for the Canadiens. So, and then the Dallas Stars, Robertson was able to get his 10th goal as the Stars lead it 3-2 against the Seattle Kraken going into the third period. Forgot to mention that the Jets, they actually just scored. It's now 2-2. A goal was just scored by Vladislav Namstnikov. So it's now 2-2 with 7:36 to go in the third period. Panthers and Flames just got started. They're in the first period. It's still scoreless. And then the Anaheim Ducks won in Detroit 4-3. And as they beat the Red Wings, and the Penguins, they won 4-3 against the Minnesota Wild. All right. So we're ready to start off the third quarter out in Seattle. Eagles lead it 10-3. As the Seahawks will be receiving it here. Eagles kicking it off from right to left. And the second half is underway as it goes out towards the end zone. And the Seahawks will have the football. There's Lisa Salters. Man, she looks like she's dressed up for winter out there. It must be cold out there. Must be very, very cold. So the Seahawks will try to go on a little drive. The Eagles defense will try to stop them. So Matt Patricia is the guy that is calling the defensive plays now for the Eagles. He took over for Sean Desai. That was just announced yesterday. Lock in the gun. He'll get the snap. He's looking. He throws it. And taking it all the way towards the 25, all the way to the 30 is Walker. And he gets tackled at the 33. So it was a short pass just behind the line of scrimmage. And Locke was able to get 8 yards out of it. Byard was there to make the tackle. What's up, Flame Prods? How you doing, my guy? How are you? I highly recommend it. All right. Locke hands it off. Tries to find Kenneth Walker the third. And Walker the third runs up the middle. He just gets a couple of yards. It's good enough for a first down, and that's going to move the chains as the Seahawks will move it to their 35. Eagles rushing yards allowed, 66.3 throughout the first 9 games, which led the NFL. Last 4 games, it's been 156.3. So it's one up by 90. Lock under center. Receiver in motion. Kenneth Walker, the third, gets the handoff, and he'll take it all the way towards the 40. And he escapes a couple of tackles, and he'll take it just to the 42. He just ran through a couple of defenders up the middle. And Job, I believe, was the one, or Eli Ricks is the one that tackled him. So Reddick was actually trying to get over to Kenneth Walker, the third, but he was stopped. Looked like the guy that was there to stop him was Daryl Tate. Where it was Abraham Lucas. So Lucas doing a good job again on the offensive line for Seattle. Locke will get the snap. Pressure's coming. He'll find a receiver. It's caught and taken all the way towards the 40, all the way to the 30 now, and going out of bounds again after making that little nice catch is Walker. So Kenneth Walker the third was a little. It looked like it was a little screen pass, just over towards the right, and Sid Brown just could not make the tackle. I don't know why. He had him, and he probably should have been able to do so, but that was just poor tackling by Sid Brown, and that could be costly. 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 43. Lock under center, a couple receivers to the right and 2 to the left as well. Lock will hand it off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet runs up the middle and gets stuffed at the 40, or at the 37. He gets stuffed at the 37 in Philadelphia territory. This drive has been going on for 2 minutes and 24 seconds, 50 yards, or 38 yards, I should say, on 5 plays. So Charbonnet, able to have a good night so far. Just 3 rushes on 11 attempts. 3 rushes for 11 yards. 2nd and 4. Locke will hand it off again to Charbonnet. Charbonnet just runs up the middle, escapes 1 tackle, and he gets through for a first down right at the Philadelphia 32. Hassan Reddick is the one. that does make the tackle, and the chains are moved once again. The Seahawks offensive line is trying to just make sure that Charbonnet is attacking the holes, and they're just trying to take clock time off. Eagles have done a good job at dominating the clock tonight. They had 2 really long drives, especially the first one, for about 8.5 minutes. Locke gets the snap. He'll find a receiver who gets tripped up right at the 30, inside the 30, actually at the 28, as Bobo was the one that made the catch. Jake Bobo, number 19, one of the wide receivers for the Seattle Seahawks. When's the last time Davis or Carter made a tackle? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I don't know. I'm not a spot. I need a spotter. Maybe you should spot me. 20 at the 28-yard line in Philadelphia territory is the Seattle Seahawks. Locke fakes the handoff. He'll get the snap, and they'll try to find a receiver. Goes just out of bounds. I believe it was Fonts that was the one that made the catch. And it was. 5-yard gain. Morrow tackles him as he goes out of bounds. To the far sideline. 3rd and 1, 10:15 to go in the third quarter. Locke will hand it off to Kenneth Walker, the 30. Escapes one tackle, gets past Brown. He'll take it all the way to the 10, to the 5. Good blocking, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. He's into the end zone for a touchdown, and that is a big play by Seattle. A 23-yard rushing touchdown. 9 plays, 75 yards in the matter of 4 minutes and 55 seconds, and it's now a 10-9 ball game. The offensive line, Damian Lewis had a really nice block. He's the left guard for the Seahawks. And also Tyler Lockett making a pretty good block, too, on Kelly Ringo, just so that he could break through. Extra point coming. Ball spotted. Kick is up, and the kick is good. The kick is good. And it's 10-10. So the Eagles, on the first drive, were able to go up 7-0 in the matter of 8.5 minutes. And while to start off the second half, the Seattle Seahawks answer back. And it's 10-10. Davis and Carter combined 0 tackles. Yep. I know. I know. Thanks, Larry. You made my point. No, I understand. I get that, but I mean, like, I'm saying that if you actually like wanted to spot me, like, I would appreciate that. All right, it's 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Wow. And I'm so sorry. Nobody told me about the scoreboard. My gosh. Y'all aren't even paying attention. I'm kidding. I'm just joshing with you. Just frustrated, JJ. I know. We can be frustrated. That is frustrating. It is frustrating. 10:01 p.m. Eastern time. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Alco Gang, do your thing. 19 people on here watching. 19 of you, I'm sure, maybe have not hit that. Maybe not 19 of you, but I'm sure that some of you have not hit that thumbs up button. We need 2 more likes to get to 30 and 21 more subscribers to get to 1,600. 21 more. JJ, update the scoreboard. There we go. Who will be calling the defense next week? Says ECW and WWF. I don't know. Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it? Scoreboard's not right. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are very funny. Spike the like. Yes, sir. I asked something and I forget what it was. Who's your MVP, guys? Who's your MVP of the season? Who wins the MVP this season if the season were to end today? And tell me why. Pick me. Larry raised his hand. All right, you go, Larry. What's up, Megan? I haven't seen you on here in a while. What's going on, dude? What is up? MVP of the league. I'm not talking about the game. Let's go Eagles. Who's your MVP of the league this season? If the regular season ended today, who's your MVP? Yes. 10:05 left. All right. Sanders with the kickoff, or Myers with the kickoff, and it goes all the way towards the back of the end zone. And the Eagles will have the football, and it's 10-10. 10:05 left in the third quarter. Took about 4 minutes and 55 seconds off the game clock. The Seattle Seahawks, that is. The Seahawks are on a 7-game winning streak against the Eagles. So they've won 7 straight games in a row against the Birds. And all of them during the Pete Carroll era. So the Eagles have not won a game against Pete Carroll ever. Brown in motion. Eagles going from right to left. Pressure's coming. Hurts gets the snap. He'll find Devontae Smith on a little line drive, little laser. It was a flinger all the way to Smith, and he catches it towards the near sideline. So it's about an 8-yard gain. A 9-yard gain, they'll say. And the ball will be spotted at the Philadelphia 34. Taylor Swift MVP. Tyreek Hill. All right, Tyreek Hill, says Mike. Brock Purdy. Larry says Tyreek too. Hurts in the gun. Gets the snap. Pressure's coming again. He has to roll over towards his right, and it's incomplete. It's 3rd and 1. Intended receiver was supposed to be Dallas Goedert. So, now if you're the Eagles here, you may want to think about running the ball this time around. Seahawks defense looking for a 3-and-out. No Jamal Adams tonight. Eagles maybe trying to go for the brotherly shove here. That's what it looks like. They'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift just gets about 3 yards or so. We do have a flag on the play, and I don't know if this is going to go against the Eagles' offense or not. They faked the brotherly shove. And it's going to go against Dremontjones. Jones. Illegal use of the hands on him. And Pete Carroll livid out there with the ref. It is so hard to tell. I mean, it looked like it was clean. That's just... Oh. Yeah, I see the little face. Yep, I see the little face mask right there. Okay. 8 seconds left on the play clock. 9:12 left in the third quarter. Hurts will get the snap. He steps back. He looks. He'll now step up. He'll take it all the way to the 40. He's running with the ball. He'll take it to the 50. And he goes out of bounds right at the 50, right at the 46. Good scramble by Jalen Hurts. Running for 13 yards and taking it to the 45. That's where they're going to mark him out of bounds. And he was Devontae Smith was running a nice little route, and he was going up against Jackson, but Hurts decided not to go for it. High snap, but Hurts has it. He'll hand it off to Swift again. Swift will just take it inside the 40, and he's marked down by Brooks at the 39. 6-yard run by DeAndre Swift, who has 45 rushing yards and 12 carries in this game. His longest was for 11. And more time being taken off the clock. That's what you want to do. So Swift doing a good job, especially to start off this second half on this very first drive, which has been going on for 1 minute and 21 seconds. 3 receivers lined up to the right, 2 to the left. Hurts backs up as he gets the snap. He tries to find DeAndre Swift, and he's sacked for a loss by Williams. That's a big loss there. It's a loss of 5 yards. So Leonard Williams is able to come through the right defensive end for Seattle as he just broke free and just got past Sua Opeta and just bodied his way on Swift. Keep running, says Larry. I'm with you. McCaffrey, that's a good one. 3rd and 9. Can the Eagles convert on 3rd down here? 2 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will get the snap. He steps up. He fires it. It's caught by A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown catches it. It's about an 11-yard catch. And they'll mark it at the Seattle 33. That was a great play call there. A.J. Brown just going up against the other Brown. And making a nice little catch there. And that's going to move the chains. Hurts backs up as he gets the snap. He fires it to Dallas Goedert. And Goedert loses a couple of yards as he gets sacked for a loss of 3. Michael Jackson is the one that makes the tackle from the secondary. He just came right through, got right by Swift and Goedert. Unfortunately, as soon as he caught it, he was just stuck. There was nothing for him to do. There was nothing for him to do. 2nd and 13, 6:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Ball spotted at the Seattle 36. So they're within field goal range, especially with the legs of Jake Elliott. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap. He fires up the middle. Dallas Goedert comes up with the catch. He's stuffed, though, by about 3 Seahawks, including Julian Love. And it'll just be marched short of a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and about 3, I want to say. 3rd and 3 at the Seattle 26. Goedert with 4 receptions for 30 yards on an average of 7.5. Hurts will fake the handoff as he gets the snap. He looks. He throws it up the middle. It's caught again by Devontae Smith. A diving catch, and the Eagles are in the red zone. 1st and goal now at the Seattle 9. A nice diving catch by Devontae Smith, and Hurts just throwing a laser right to him as he just had to haul it in and made a nice little catch. And they just need 5 yards. Hurts will hand it off to Swift. Swift will take it all the way towards the 7, or he'll take it all the way to the 5, and then it'll just be marked down short at the 2. Why did I say 5 yards? I meant to say 9. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the Seattle 1. He got 8 yards there on a little diagonal run over towards the near sideline. 2nd and goal as they break the huddle. 22 seconds left on the play clock. 4:45 left in the 3rd quarter. They'll go for the brotherly shove. The pylon goes forward, and the Eagles are into the end zone. Jalen Hurts dives in, and the Eagles retake the lead 16-10. Well, that drive lasted for 4 minutes and 52 seconds, just 3 seconds short of the previous drive by Seattle. 11 plays, 74 yards. I think he got in. Let's see again. Just pushed his way forward. Yep. So it's 16-10 with 4:35 to go in this 3rd quarter. Extra point coming. Jason Kelce. They're following him. He's going to the sideline and takes off the helmet. And Elliott will go out there for the PAT. Lovato, or Mann, will be the holder here. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it's good. 17-10. Good drive by the Birds as they run the football and are able to do a good job at just trying to take time off the clock. And the Seahawks will get it back when we return. Flag illegal hands to the... My gosh, come on, keep it appropriate. Y'all are funny, man. Brotherly shove. Brotherly shove. Not bad. Not a bad call. Again, it's just about being descriptive and just literally getting reps. 22 people on here watching. I give you this content for free. Let's get 50 people on here watching. That sounds fun. Tell your friends about this. Let's get them to come on. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We reached 31 likes. Let's go. 31 likes. That's great. We're recording Merrill, so after this game, might go on a little drive. We'll see. I would like to listen to Merrill. Sometimes it is hard, man, not doing this with a color commentator. I also feel like I kind of had to give myself a little bit of slack in that regard because nobody does football by themselves nowadays. Professionally speaking. 32. Nice. 32. It's great. Why, I noticed, like, on some people's roadcasters that they can, like, replay, like, something that, started, like, from the beginning of the sound. So, like, I'm going to play this sound. See, like, if I keep pressing it, like, it should play, but it doesn't. There's, like, a little pause. Defense at arrest. Time to do the job. If you have a job to do tonight, that's play defense. You guys got to play defense, too. Why did I put this in a full screen? Why am I questioning myself tonight? Why do I not sound confident? All right, 4:43 left in the third quarter. It's 10:14 p.m. Eastern Time on December 18th, Monday, December 18th, in case I forget the day. I don't know how. But here we go. Kickoff will take place right now. As Elliott will go out there for the kickoff. There's some drones out there, of course, filming the game for ESPN. Elliott's kick is high. It is deep. It goes into the back of the end zone. And a touchback is called. And Drew Lock most likely will be going back out there for the Seahawks. I'm surprised that I guess Geno's not going to play. So I guess that he's not going to play. I'd be shocked if he comes in. Stop the run. Make Lock beat ya. I like that. Yep. Stop the run. Pass rush has to be really good. All right, here we go. Lock in the gun. He gets the snap. He's looking. As he steps back, he fires it downfield, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was supposed to be Tyler Lockett, and he wanted a flag called on Ringo. I believe that Ringo was covering him. But let's see again. That was a pretty deep pass by Locke. He wanted to try to flirt around with that. I thought Ringo did a good job of just staying on him. It was a really nice, really nice play there. All right, Locke again will hand it off, this time to his running back, Kenneth Walker III, and he gets stuffed only for about a yard or so. Blankenship and a couple of other Eagles there to make the tackle, including Smith and Morrow. And the ball is spotted at the Seattle 26-yard line. I don't know why, like on that play, if you're Seattle, you throw, the first play is a deep throw, a little play-action pass. This time there's just, you think as the Eagles' defense that they're just going to run it, and it was just a very predictable type of a play. Locke again gets the snap. Pressure's coming, and down he goes! The pocket collapsed, and Hassan Reddick and Brandon Graham come through. And how about Fletcher Cox getting into the action as well? 4th and 13. That'll send them back to the Seattle 22. And that's a huge sack for the Birds. Oh, the pocket was collapsing. The sky was falling for Drew Lock, and there was nothing that he could do. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. Covey out there to punt, and Dixon will be Dixon out there to punt, and Covey the punt returner, and I'll call for the fair catch as the punt is made. Great defensive series. That was a great defensive series. Matt Patricia for president. There we go. Blitzing. That's what we love, man. That's what we love. I got to cut that. I am going to cut that highlight call. My first football highlight call that I'm going to cut. Great. Okay. Very nice. What's the timestamp on that? What is the timestamp? 2:20, we'll say. Say it was 2:20. .220, sack by Brandon Graham. Sack by Graham. Got to do it for the shorts sometimes. That was a great defensive series. Who was better? Who's a better athlete, Dylan Covey or Britton Covey? Who's a better athlete? Britton Covey. Britton Covey can run better than Dylan Covey. I'm sure. I'm sure he's much faster. But Dylan Covey, I think, was also a three. Was he a 2-star athlete? I think he was. I think he was a 2-star athlete. I don't know though. Why is this paused? Uh-oh. There we go. That's better. All right, 21 more subscribers till we get to 1,600, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very fantastic Monday night. If you are new, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload or if I go live. Because that's what I do. You never know what I'm going to do, or if I'm going to make a YouTube short, or if I'm going to make a TikTok, or a TikTok and a YouTube short. Just never know, guys. Or if I go on Instagram. I did also want to tell you guys, speaking of Instagram, that we are actually going to be going on Instagram Live for our next Sixers game. We're going to be doing that on Wednesday, so that'll be really cool. So I'll get to see some of my friends on there, and we get to introduce a new community because that's something that we haven't done, and I think that that's really cool. So we'll be doing this from Instagram Live as well. All right, 3:09 left in this third quarter. Eagles have the football. They go from right to left. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift just maybe gets about 2 yards. He's tackled immediately after the line of scrimmage, and Johnson is down. Oh, he got tripped up on that play, and he is down, and that does not look good. His left foot, his left calf area, he was holding on to it, and I think he got twisted up there and possibly tripped too. So Lane Johnson is hurt, and we have an injury timeout. That would be a huge loss. Oh, my goodness. Just looking at the replay, that did not look good. Just got tangled up. Yikes. Tough to. John Clark says, tough to see Lane Johnson go down. He's holding his left lower leg. And now my phone is going off. Twitter's going off now. It is definitely going off. That's not what you want to see. Johnson, of course, has meant so much to this Eagles offensive line. He's been through so much, along with Jason Kelsey. He's holding his ankle/foot. That's what it's reported as by WIP. What did John Clark say? His ankle? John Clark said his ankle. I said the calf area. That's tough, man. Oh, my gosh. It's just twisted up there, man. What, Mac now? Oh, no, not Lane. Also, by the way, John Marks, man, if you guys don't know, John Marks announced tonight, it was reported by WIP that he's retiring. So, no more Marks and Reese, man. So, that was interesting. That was breaking news. So I'm interested to see what the show's going to be now. But that was primetime. Marks and Reese was a phenomenal show, and John Marks, of course, did a lot for WIP. But he has retired. So that was breaking news right before the game tonight. If you guys did not hear about that. Hope it's just a sprain. Now the coaching staff will panic with Lane Johnson out. Well, he's their best offensive lineman, so that's tough. So yeah, let's see again. Oh, he just got twisted up, and as soon as it was the guy that was on him was Darrell Taylor. Actually, Taylor was trying to make the tackle, and then as soon as Johnson was coming in, like he had tackled on that back side of that lower area. 2nd and 8. So he's on the sideline now. Hurts in the gun. 2nd and 8 here. As he'll get the snap and a couple of there was actually 4 flags on that play, and let's see what they call here. There was a lot of movement for the Eagles. It'll be a false start on Landon Dickerson. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And as soon as Johnson goes down, a flag goes down for the Eagles. WIP will have to rehire Josh Hines to replace Marks. Well, I wonder if Jack Fritz is now going to have a show. 3 receivers to the left, or to the right, and then 2 to the left. Hurts backs up as he gets the snap. He rolls over towards the right side, over towards the far side. He'll take it all the way towards the 20, and he runs out of bounds at the 22. 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 8, so that was just for a gain of 2. He had to back up a long ways, and that could have been even worse. Could have been even worse. So Johnson is back out there. Thank goodness. 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. So Johnson is back in the game. Wanted to make sure that I announced that. He's back out there. Hurts 15 for 24 tonight in the passing game. 118 passing yards, 54 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Play clock at 4. Zacchaeus in motion. Hurts gets the snap. He backs up. He fires it all the way towards the 50, but it's incomplete. A.J. Brown was being covered, and the pass was nowhere near him. It was way out in front of him. And the Eagles will have to get the special teams unit out there. 1:36 left in the 3rd quarter, and the Seahawks will get the football right back. There was really nowhere for Hurts to throw, but I've been curious. I've seen them back up a lot of times tonight, and I don't always see him stepping up, and I'm a little curious as to why. A lot of the times he just drops back. 93 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Braden Mann out there with the punt. DJ Dallas is going to be returning it. He escapes 1 tackle. He tries to go all the way to the 30, and a great tackle right at the feet by Josh Jobe. Jobe comes through as he's able to just dive his way forward and tackle DJ right at the feet, and they'll set up shop, Seattle that is, at the 30. Their own 30. With 1:26 left in the 3rd quarter, Eagles up 17-10. Seahawks going back out there. This offense has too many weapons to be this mediocre, says Larry. This drive is falling apart. I think that was our best drive that we've called tonight, so that was pretty cool. As the game's going on, we're getting a little bit better, so that's nice. Hopefully we're going to have a great 4th quarter. First Angelo, now Johnny. Yep, now Johnny Marks. Yes, sir. So, man, John was great, man. He really was, and I liked him and Ike. At first, like when I started listening to them, I thought that I didn't know if they would actually. I thought that they meshed well, but I needed to just keep listening. You know, sometimes like when you're listening to a talk show, you need to just keep listening, like before you make like a clear assumption or something like that. And I guess that the best way to put it is like, I know that people are split about this, and maybe this isn't the best comparison, but there were a lot of people in the very beginning of Tom McCarthy's tenure, okay, as a broadcaster, that weren't a big fan of Tom McCarthy. And the reason why a lot of it had to do with was because he was not Harry Callis. And now people have started to like him. And I've always liked Tom. I always thought that Tom has done a great job as the Phillies play-by-play announcer. I think he's great for football. And I think he does a good job with basketball, too, when he was calling games for St. Joe's. But I like him a lot, but I remember that there were a lot of people that didn't like Tom in the beginning, especially because he wasn't Harry. Nobody's going to be Harry again. So will you call both Sixers and Eagles on Christmas? Yes, I will. What the? Oh my gosh, that's funny. I can't even say it. What's up, DFJ? Thanks for coming back on here, man. Yes, so next Monday we have a busy day. So Dom DeSandro is out in the booth. Again, he's not on the field. He's the head of the security for the Eagles. So Locke will hand it off, and it'll be all the way to Kenneth Walker. Walker, I thought he got tackled, but no, he doesn't. And he just gets a couple more yards out of it. He actually ended up getting 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the Seattle 37. So that's the second time tonight that Sidney Brown just was not able to make a good tackle. It was like his hands were cellophane. I don't understand. You got to make those tackles. 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. Locke under center. 8 seconds on the play clock. Tight end in motion. Locke hands it off again to Walker. Walker breaks free up the middle, and he takes it to the 50 and gets taken down by Hassan Reddick and Kelly Ringo. The interior of the Seattle offensive line has been doing a very good job at just making holes for Walker to operate. That's why they've had some success with running the football tonight. Walker with 16 touches, 100 scrimmage yards, and 1 touchdown as well. 74 rushing yards for Walker. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So we go into quarter number 4. We'll switch sides when we return. Eagles up 17-10 against the Seahawks. Penny's still in the league, so Penny is he's not active. He's not active. He was not active tonight. Yes, sir. Need them. Oh my gosh, my phone's still going off about the Lane Johnson injury. All right, we're going to quarter number 4. All righty, guys. It is December 18th. It is a Monday. I hope you're all doing well and that you're having yourselves a very fantastic Monday night. It is Monday Night Football here in South Jersey, even though the game is in Seattle at Levi Stadium. All right, it's time now for our Philadelphia Eagles trivia question of the day as we go into quarter number 4. I'm going to ask you a Philadelphia Eagles trivia question, and if you get the question correct, you'll hear this. If you get the question incorrect, you'll hear this. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to ask you an Eagles question. All right, here we go. I like this one. We'll choose this one, actually. All right, so this is for all of you long die-hard Eagles fans. All right? Which year did the franchise have their first winning season? It's multiple choice. I will give you a multiple choice this time. Which year did the franchise have their first winning season? Out of all these four choices, which one is it? Out of the following: 1930, 1918, 1944, or 1951? Which year did the franchise have their first winning season? 1930, 18, 44, or 51? Jamie, 1944, that's correct. You got it. You got it, my guy. Congratulations. Jamie got it on the first try. That's wild. That's insane. Congratulations, Jamie. Proud. All right, Locke hands it off to Kenneth Walker III, who will just run up the middle, and he zigzags his way to just get 9 yards. Jordan Davis finally there to make the tackle. He got it first, Larry. He beat you to the punch. He beat you to the punch. He beat everybody. But ECW, you got it too. You all got it. Nice. 2nd and 1, 14:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 17-10. Did he Google it? Oh, that's a question. Yes, that is correct. That is correct, Mike. Locke hands it off again to Walker. Walker tries to knife his way through all the way to the 40 and gets stuffed, but gets a first down. He gets 3 yards, and they'll mark him at the Philadelphia 38. Over his last 5 games, Walker, that is, he's had 11 touches. Tonight he has 17. And he's also doubled the amount of scrimmage yards that he's been averaging over his last 5 games tonight. He's averaged about 56.8 over the last 5 games. And tonight he has 109. Locke fakes the handoff. He rolls back. He'll try to find his tight end, and he will do so. And he just gets taken down right at the 35. So Disley is the one that makes the catch. Will Disley, that is. He is the 3rd string tight end behind Colby Parkinson and, of course, Noah Fant as well. 560 AD, says Larry. And, yes, they were the Yellow Jackets. That is correct. 2nd and 6. Metcalf, how about this? Only 1 reception for 8 yards for DK Metcalf. He went off last week. Locke again gets the snap. Throws up the middle. It's caught, this time by Metcalf, and Metcalf just gets marked down on the numbers of the 30. That was actually Lockett that made the catch. I beg your pardon. It'll be 3rd and short. Just a 4-yard catch by Tyler Lockett. Lockett with just 21 receiving yards on 3 receptions. Walker has honestly had the most receiving yards tonight for Seattle with 26 on 3 receptions. Leading the way for the Eagles is A.J. Brown, who has 41, and Devontae Smith has 40. 3rd and 1 here at the 30. At the Philadelphia 30. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Locke talking things over. And now he gets back. Tight end in motion. Locke will try to find Kenneth Walker III, who just gets stuffed. And he's tackled for a loss by Morrow. The play clock was winding down, and again, it was a predictable run up the middle, and the Eagles were ready for him. And Morrow was just waiting to just get through, and the teeth of the Eagles defense again comes through. They get the stop that they needed, and it'll be 4th and 2 at the Philadelphia 30. Let's see if they go for it here, though. And they will. They will go for it. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 2 seconds left. All right. They were going to try to draw somebody off sides, and that's probably what it was, and it didn't work. So they'll have to use a timeout here. They will use a timeout. So they did not get the false start. So maybe they'll still go for it. I'd be interested now. I would be very interested now to see what happens. Football is forever a game of blocking and tackling, says ECW. I'm with you. 560 AD. Oh, man. 4th and 2. Will the offense stay out there? DK Metcalf, over his last 3 games against the Eagles, the last time that he faced them, he had 177 receiving yards. That was in 2020. And then in 2019 in the wild card, he had 160 receiving yards. Tonight, only 8. Offense will stay out there. 4th and 2. 3 receivers all lined up to the right. Locke gets the snap. He's looking. He fires. It's incomplete. But a flag is thrown on Bradbury. Oh, my goodness. Bradbury was covering the intended receiver. I believe it was Tyler Lockett. And we have a flag thrown, and that is a huge penalty. Pass interference called on James Bradbury. That is huge. So DK Metcalf was trying to break free and just couldn't do so because Bradbury was holding him right at the belly. Oh, man, right on the lower back. I don't know. Could it have gone either way, maybe. But it's a first down for Seattle. 4 yards enforced. So they'll take it to the 34. Locke gets the snap. He hands it off again to Walker. Walker bumps into somebody, but still is on his feet, and it'll just take it all the way to the near sideline. He runs out of bounds. Not really any gain there whatsoever. They're going to mark him down for a loss of 4. That is a huge penalty on Bradbury. Yep. That is unbelievable. Locke under center, where he's pretty much lived throughout the entire night before the snap. It's interesting. Walker in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff as Locke does get the snap, and Locke tosses it, taking it to the 20, to the 24, and going out of bounds is Metcalf. So Metcalf pushed out of bounds at the Philadelphia 18. That's a 12-yard. That was a 12-yard game, and it's now 3rd and 2. Back to the 30. Crazy. Locke tonight, 17 for 22 with his passes, 116 passing yards, no touchdown passes. As he'll get the snap again. So he gets it, pressure's coming, and he goes down again. But did he get the pass off? He did. It's not a sack. So Jalen Carter was trying to go in for the sack, and Locke just got the pass off. It is incomplete, and it'll still be 4th and 2, and that's huge because that could have set them back if they are in field goal range, but that could have set them back a little bit more. 4th and 2, and the Seahawks are going to go for it. They're going to be aggressive. Interesting. Pete Carroll trying to be aggressive for Seattle. Empty backfield. 3 seconds left on the play clock. 1 second left. They get the snap off just in time, I believe. Nope. Okay, there's going to be a couple flags. A couple flags thrown on the play. I thought maybe they just got it off. Let's see. He's down. He was down. Carter, that should be a sack. Locke had his left knee down before he got the pass off. I wonder if they're going to review this now. Nope. They're going to say it's a second timeout taken by Seattle. He was down. After looking at the replay, Carter did a good job at just sneaking up from behind. And the Eagles are going to challenge. Yep, they're going to challenge. They will challenge this. So Seattle still does call a timeout. And the Eagles can still challenge this. I didn't realize that's still the case. They pulled the red flag. So will Seattle still be charged with this timeout is the question. And the Eagles can challenge. That is wild. 10:03 left in the fourth quarter. All right, so now they're going to go to the booth. The ruling on the field was an incomplete pass, and it should be a sack. All right. Call was reversed. The call was reversed. I didn't know that they were at the headsets. I didn't see the Microsoft Surface. Huh. So does Seattle still get charged with a timeout? That's the question. I guess that they still do. It'll be 4th and 9. Not really a good use of timeouts here. I'm surprised that they wouldn't just go for the 3 anyways. There's still plenty of time left. There's 10:03. So Myers will go out there to try to kick a 43-yard field goal. It will be a 43-yard attempt. From 40 to 49, he's made about 83% of his field goals. Seahawks 6-7 on the season. Eagles are 10-3. If they get a win tonight, well, they'll be a game above Dallas. Also a game above the Lions, too. And they'll be tied with the 49ers, I believe. So no field goal attempt just yet. So we had another stoppage. I think so. They're down to 1 touchdown. All right, here we go. Myers going to go out there to kick the 43-yard field goal. Ball is spotted. The kick is up, and it goes through. It is good by a good margin. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter as it's 17-13. And the Eagles will get the football back here. Is there a timeout on the field? Yep, there is. Okay, there we go. Confusing. I'm on wide right. Tracy, what's going on, Tracy? How you doing? The Eagles' D is still not good at getting takeaways. Hey, man. All I can ask them to do is just win games. That's all I care about. I care about winning games. I think so. They're down to 1 touchdown. Coming in wide right, says Mike Green. Yeah, Lane Johnson's been back. I said that. You may have missed that, but Lane Johnson is back in the game. But thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. All right, so we have a timeout on the field. So Seattle was charged with that second timeout. Yep. He is ECW. I know. But Tracy said that she's here. I was saying hi to Tracy. Ugh. I had to let out a good yawn there. What time is it? 10:45 p.m. Oh, we still got 10 minutes left. This game's probably not going to get over until I'd say maybe 11:15. 11:15, I'll say. Hi, Tracy. Let's all say hi to Tracy, guys. Let's all type in the chat, hi, Tracy. Tracy, we love you, man. We do. I will actually type in the chat, though. Hi, Tracy. I'll do it on the count of 3, all right? Hold up 1 sec. Let me get my keyboard down here. I'll do this. All right. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Tracy. There we go. Hi, Tracy. They've only given up 13 points. Okay, somebody else. Somebody else joined me. Jamie joined me. Nice. Nice. I wasn't the only one. Mike Green now joined. Okay, great. Larry, where are you? Oh, where are you, Larry? Larry, this is your job. No, I'm kidding. I saw that Larry Anderson, first of all, Brandon Marsh's birthday's today, but the Phillies got Larry Anderson. Yeah, they signed him on this day in history. I forget what year, but I saw that on Twitter. Hi, Tracy. Williams here. Tracy's like, what the heck are you guys doing? 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Kickoff by Myers. It's high, and it's deep, and it's going towards the back of the end zone. And it's a touchback for Philadelphia. So the playoffs will set foot on Monday, January 15th. It'll be the wild card round. Then you have the divisional round on January 20th and the 21st as well. Eagles will start at their own 25. And they need 75 yards to try to go up to by 2 possessions. Hurts makes the handoff as he gets the snap. He finds A.J. Brown on a little slant, and it'll get taken down at the 40. Trayvon Diggs there to make the tackle. Or Quandre Diggs, that is. Makes the tackle. That's it, Trayvon Diggs. Oh, this ain't the Dallas Cowboys, JJ. Come on, man. 9:38 left in this fourth quarter. That was a nice little gain by A.J. Brown for 15 yards. Quandre Diggs is there to make the tackle. 9.5 minutes left to go. Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers lined up right behind one another as Hurts will get the snap, and they'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift tries to just muscle his way through for about 4 yards. Right on the hash. Right on the dash, I should say. And with 9:09 left in the fourth quarter, Eagles are just going to try to chew that clock down, and rightfully so. That's all you want to do. You want to just try to get through the teeth of that Seattle interior defense. Seahawks have done a good job with that. Empty backfield this time as Hurts does get the snap at the 30. He's looking. He's still looking. He finds Devontae Smith on a low line drive laser, and he slings it right over to him. That's a 10-yard pass all the way to the Seattle 45, and Smith not able to get much after the catch. But that'll keep the chains moving. 8:49 to go. Ball spotted at the Seattle 45-yard line. Again, good job by the O-line to just give him all the time in the world that he had to operate. Hurts gets the handoff. He fakes the handoff. He gets the snap. He's looking deep. He fires it, and it is picked off. It is picked off in the end zone. And Jalen Hurts with another turnover. That's the first one on the night. What a catch made by Julian Love. He was covering Devontae Smith and just made an acrobatic catch in the end zone. And Seattle will take over. They were looking deep, and Love did a good job at just covering the receiver, and Pete Carroll celebrating on the Seattle sidelines. Wow. Again, just run the ball. Just take the time off the clock. That's bad situational football. You got what the heck, Brian Johnson? That's just, in what world, man? You're in the fourth quarter. There's 8:08 left to go in the fourth. This is a must-win game. And now Seattle's back in this. That's just a terrible play call in that situation. And again, you got to milk that clock down. That's such a rally killer. That is a huge rally killer. Great catch by Love. I mean, that was a great play. I have to give him credit for staying on that. Julian Love has done a great job. They're without Jamal Adams, too. And yet they're still in this defensively. Jamal Adams is phenomenal. When all is said and done, he's a Hall of Famer. He's got to go now. I've had it. It wasn't even just the execution, guys. It's just, why in that moment are you going for the deep ball? If you were down, I get it. But why in that situation? It's hard to believe Pete Carroll has won 7 in a row over Philly. He's won all 7 of his games in a row. Yeah. He's won all 7, man. If you guys are new to the channel, I want to make sure that you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. And that way you know when I upload or if I go live. I just don't understand why in that situation you would do that. Did he grab the jersey a little bit? Yes, he did. Should that have been a flag? Maybe. But it's just a terrible play call. Quez Watkins was the one that was going downfield. That's the other thing. All right, Locke hands it off. He tries to find Kenneth Walker. And Walker the third just muscles his way for a couple of yards. And it'll be 2nd and 7. 7:50 left in this fourth quarter. 8 turnovers last season by Hurts. This season, he's doubled that. He's tied for 4th most in the NFL. Tied for 4th most in the NFL. 10 seconds left on the play clock again. Locke will hand it off again and try to feed the beast. And Walker just gets maybe about 1.5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. Now, why in this situation? I mean, I guess that you kind of want to try to run the clock down too if you're Seattle, but it's a little bit tough for me to understand like why they would just continue to just run up the middle, just from a defensive schematic or from an offensive schematic standpoint. Less than 7 minutes to go. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Again, Lockett in motion going from left to right. Locke is the one that gets the snap. Reddick is coming as he throws it away. He was actually trying to find Lockett there, and it's incomplete. Good job by Hassan Reddick to just make Locke think very quickly, and Drew Lock almost completed that pass. But the Eagles' defense does come through, and that's great. Good coverage, too, in the secondary by Job. Kelly Ringo also doing a good job there. It's still raining out in Seattle, even though it's hard to figure that out. It's hard to see it just from the angle that they're showing us. All right, punt coming by Michael Dixon. Covey on the return. It's high, and it'll be caught at the 16. Covey will run it all the way towards the 25 to the 28, and it'll be marked out of bounds over towards the far sideline. And the Eagles will take over with 6:35 left in the fourth quarter. So they get the stop that they need, and now they get the ball back, and they dodged a bullet there. Surprised Bradbury wasn't called for illegal contact. Oh, he was. I think he was. Run the rock. Our offense turns the ball over, and our defense can't get turnovers. Well, they got a 3 and out, my guy. They got a 3 and out there. So that's pretty nice. I would take that any day. But no, I understand your point. I get it. I totally understand your point. This is coming down to the wire. 6:35 to go in quarter number 4. Hurts in the offense goes back out there. They take over at the Philadelphia 25-yard line. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell just gets 2 yards. And again, more predictable offense with the play calling as they just run it up the middle. And you just know that Jerron Reed and some of these other guys that are just there for Seattle, that they just know what's coming. They just know what's coming. Cameron Young also getting a little bit of action too. 2nd and 7 at the Philadelphia 28. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 6 minutes left to go. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, and then 2 to the left as well. 1 tight end also to the right as well. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will get the snap. He steps up. He's running. He escapes 1 tackle, goes all the way to the 30, and just gets shy of a first down as he gets stuffed by number 23. Great play there. It'll be 3rd and 1. Just marched short of the sticks. And finally, there was one time where he didn't drop back, and he was aggressive and assertive as well. So he just ran up the middle. Wagner there to make the tackle. 3rd and 1, brotherly shove coming. They move the pylon forward. Did they get the first down? They did. It works once again. And they might as well use that until they might as well enjoy it until the very end of the season for sure. 5 minutes left to go as they push the pylon forward. And that time, that's just all on the offensive line. Landon Dickerson did a good job at muscling and knifing his way through just to create some great blocking for Hurts to just dive forward and lunge forward. 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 36-yard line. They're going from left to right, or from right to left, excuse me. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift. Swift runs through the middle. He takes it all the way to the 40. He's over towards the far sideline, and he slides for a first down. He got it at the 47-yard line. An 11-yard run by DeAndre Swift, and again, that was some really good creativity by Swift himself. And a good job again by the O-line to just finally make him run through that maze, and he got right on through. 4 minutes to go as they will run the clock down. 15 seconds on the play clock. Ball spotted at the Philadelphia 47. 3:50 left. Swift standing right next to Jalen Hurts. Over towards the left. Hurts will get the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift just lunges forward and gets maybe 3 yards as he's marked on the 50, right on the dot. 2nd and 7. Swift is worth every Rashad penny. No pun intended. I know that that's not what you meant, but I had to make that little pun there. I figured that you would laugh at that. He's worth every Rashad penny. He's worth every penny. 3:13 left in the 4th quarter. Play clock running down to 12. Swift with 17 rushes tonight for 74 rushing yards. He's averaged about 4.5 per carry. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift again, and Swift gets mustered and gets sacked for a loss. Oh, my goodness. Leonard Williams breaking free through the teeth of the Eagles' O-line. And he got through, and it's a loss of maybe a yard. They're going to say it's actually no gain, that he just dived at the line of scrimmage. Thought maybe he lost half a yard. But nonetheless, that was a great tackle. 3rd and 7 at the 50. 2.5 minutes left to go. They'll have to run another play before the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 7 here. They need to get a first down. This is the play of the game. Empty backfield. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He's looking. He rolls over towards the right side. Pressure's coming. He now goes over towards the left. Pressure's still coming. He escapes. He's at the 30. He's looking deep. He fires it, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Clock stops at 2:04, and it'll be 4th and 7. He was scrambling, didn't know what to do, and Williams again comes through as he provides the pressure on Hurts and just had to make him think on his toes. I'm surprised he stood up for that long. He was right at the 40, then just backpedaled all the way towards the 30, ran over towards the other side, got to the 35, and tried to look for Dallas Goedert, and it was incomplete. Man with the punt as it is high, and it bounces all the way towards the 10, inside the 10, at the 8, and what a great punt by Man. They can't settle for a field goal. 1:52 to go in quarter number 4, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Locke will go back out there for Seattle. What's wrong with like a draw play or something in that situation? Again, just scrambling, not knowing what to do. Tough, man. Thank God for the brotherly shove. Oh, that is tough. 1st and 10 will be marked at the Seattle 8. That was a clutch punt, man. Special teams tonight for the Eagles have been really good. That drive took 7 plays and 25 yards in a matter of 4 minutes and 43 seconds. and it got the Eagles nowhere. This is our best quarter that we've called. It's pretty good, man. Still has to improve, but I'm surprised that we've gotten this far with our first season of football. You know? Can we ever just get a nice, easy win, says Chris Kelly? I'm with you, man. I'm so with you. Again, he's scrambling over to I don't get it. I didn't even see if anybody was open downfield. He was trying to look for Goddard. I said it was deep, but I meant deep from the line of scrimmage. But again, that comes with time. We'll go back and listen to the tape, and we're going to definitely listen to Merrill, too, after this. Hopefully the radio's still good, because I'm recording that on the radio for myself. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Alco Gang, do your thing. 32 likes. What are y'all doing? I think we actually have more than that, so let me refresh it. But yeah, I appreciate you all so much for being here. We got 21 people, 34 likes. Let's get to 40 before we end this stream. And 21 more subscribers till we get to 1,600. Larry, you still here, my guy? Larry's been quiet. Larry's been quiet now. Are you still here, Larry? Now I'm a little concerned. Oh, boy. 21 people on here watching. And Geno Smith, Drew Lock, still out there. No Geno Smith in this game. So they'll start at the Seattle 8. They need 92 yards. They can't settle for a field goal. Locke will get the snap. He's looking. He fires it, and it's incomplete. It ricocheted off the hands of a receiver, and Byard did a good job at just covering him, but the Eagles could not pick it off. It was deflected off the hands of a wide receiver. I believe it was actually Font that it was deflected off of his hands. Let's see. Yep, it was. It just got deflected off of his hands. Byard couldn't make the catch, and that pick would have ended the game. 2nd and 10. It's ruled as an incomplete pass. That's what it is. It took about 6 seconds off the clock. Locke gets the snap, fires up the middle, and a diving catch is made right at the 25 by DK Metcalf. Metcalf breaks free, and that'll move the chains. 1st and 10. Play clock still running, and the game clock still running too. 90 seconds to go. Locke again gets the snap, tries to find a receiver, and he goes out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock. So Locke was able to find Fant right there. But how about that catch by DK Metcalf, just diving over towards his right side, wide open. Locke again gets the snap, pressure's coming, and it is caught. I believe it is caught by Metcalf. It is ruled as a catch. It looked like it maybe hit the ground for maybe a split second. Let's see. Oh, he caught it. He somehow caught it with one hand. 1:05 left to go. I wonder if they're going to review this just to double check to see if he had full possession of it. Let's see this again. This is an incredible catch. And there was a safety on him. That was Bradbury. Bradbury was right on him, and he just tried to hurl it in. Bradbury just couldn't come up with the catch, and DK Metcalf out-muscled him. That's exactly what he did. So they are going to review this, and the play is upheld. All right, so the ruling stands. 1:05 left to go in the 4th quarter, and they will start the play clock now. 4 receivers to the right. Locke will get the snap, and nobody was home. Nobody was home. It's an incomplete pass with exactly 60 seconds left in this game. It is 17-13 Eagles, in case you are tuning in Seattle. The Seahawks are 6-7. They're on a 7-game winning streak against the Eagles. Eagles have not won a lot of games against the Seahawks from their head-to-head franchise. 1 minute left. Ball spotted right at the 37.5. Locke will get the snap. He fires it, and it's dropped. It is dropped by Lockett. Lockett couldn't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Lockett was wide open. It looked like he was just there at the 45. Tried to run a little route. And Morrow tried to go for the interception. And, he deflected it. He deflected it. Okay. It looked like in real time that maybe it just went through his hands. But nope, it was deflected by Morrow. Give him credit. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 56 on the game clock as the clock stops. 2 seconds on the play clock again. Locke backs up as he gets the snap. He fires deep. He's looking deep. And it is caught by Metcalf. Over towards the far sideline. Metcalf with a 34-yard reception, and the ball was spotted at the Philadelphia 29. He did not run out of bounds. Play clock still running, and the game clock still running too. 42 seconds left. Locke backs up. He's looking again, and it is incomplete. Over towards the near sideline. He threw it in no man's land. Eli Ricks was right there. Just couldn't make the catch. And with 36 seconds left, that'll stop the clock. Crazy catch by DK Metcalf, and great coverage that time by Bradbury, but Metcalf just, there's not many wide receivers that can make the type of catch that he just made. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Again, empty backfield. Metcalf with 78 receiving yards tonight. He's been quiet, though. Locke does get the snap. Pressure's coming. He tries to fire it, and he throws it quickly. Lockett was looking for a flag by Ricks, but there's no flag thrown. 3rd and 10. Eagles have really struggled on 3rd down defensively tonight. And this is the biggest one that they have to try to come up with right here. 3rd and 10 at the Philadelphia 29. Again, you can't settle for a 3. If you're Seattle, you need a touchdown. Eagles still have all 3 timeouts, mind you. But there's 33 seconds left. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. They might want to use a timeout, but they won't. Locke gets the snap. He's looking deep again, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a catch that was made by Smith and Jigma. Oh my goodness. (19-17) with 28 seconds to go in this game. Just running down the far seam. Locke just threw it right into the breadbasket. Did he get both feet in? Let's see. 1, 2. Yep. That's a touchdown. And there you go. It's 19-17. Extra point coming. It's up and good. So the Eagles can get a field goal. They have 28 seconds to do something to just get into field goal range. What a catch made by Smith and Jigma. Jackson Smith and Jigma comes through and makes an acrobatic catch. It was a 29-yard touchdown catch by him. Caught it right at the goal line and just got both feet in bounds. And Bradbury again late on the assignment. It was almost overthrown. That was gutsy, and he had full possession of it, too. He just had full possession as soon as he was sailing out. What a ball game. 28 seconds to go. And this is tough. 28 seconds left. Jason Myers going to go out there to kick. 92 yards in a matter of a minute 35. That's what happened. The kickoff goes all the way into the end zone, and the Eagles will start at their own 25. That was a 3rd and 10, and they got a big touchdown for 29 yards. So the Eagles obviously can get into field goal range, but they got to do it with 28 seconds. Now, mind you, they have 3 timeouts left. They have 3 timeouts left. Hurts in the gun, gets the snap, backs up. He fires. He's looking deep. It is caught by Brown. Now, did he catch it out of bounds? He did. He did. It's 2nd and 10. The clock stops at 22 seconds. Let's see. 1. Nope, he's out. He's out. He is definitely out. All right, 2nd and 10 with 22 seconds to go. Seahawks have 1 timeout. Eagles have all 3. They're at their own 25-yard line. They have a couple of plays that they could run, especially because they have all 3 timeouts left. Hurts gets the snap. He backs up. He steps up, and he takes it all the way to the 30. He's going to run with the football. He takes it all the way to the 40 now, and he's marked down at the 45. 13 seconds. 12 seconds, and a timeout is called by Philadelphia. Timeout called by Philadelphia, and they have time to run 1 more. They're going to need to maybe get another 20 yards and just run out of bounds. They're at the Philadelphia 45, so this would be a 62-yard field goal. Elliott's career long is 61. Can they get him a little shorter? That's the question. They add 1 second left on the game clock, so there's 13 seconds to go. 19 on the play clock. Hurts gets the snap. He backs up. He's looking. He fires deep all the way towards the 30, and it is... Is it picked off? It is. Julian Love with the 2nd pick of the day. And that's going to end the game. He was looking deep, trying to find a receiver. And I believe that they are going to review this to just make sure. But it looked like it was picked off by Julian Love. Let's see. Is he out? 1. No, maybe not. You have to have both feet in bounds. Oh my gosh. His right knee touched Brown. I don't know if he had it. This is unbelievable. Let's see if he's down. So Brown was the intended receiver. Julian Love just came in. He knocked knees with the other Brown, his teammate. And I think he just had 1 foot in, and he was going out of bounds towards the near sideline. So the ruling on the field is an interception. They are going to review this as they're taking a look at this from the Microsoft Surface tablet. This is just such a bizarre sequence of events. I don't know what Hurts sees right here. Obviously, he's trying to find A.J. Brown. But that was trouble as soon as he threw it. Lots of knees right there. 1 foot down. The question is, was his left foot down when he initially banged with his teammate Brown? That's the question. I don't know. It is so hard to tell. But nonetheless, that is an incredible catch by Julian Love. That was incredible. I just don't know how you would have the evidence. And it would have to be so microscopic. All right, so they rule it as they do rule it as a pick, and that's going to do it. That is going to do it. And Jalen Hurts, not so happy. And this Eagles team just continues to struggle. They are now going to go on a 3-game losing streak. You can see a lot of unhappy faces on that Eagles team. Julian Love has to be the player of the game as the Seahawks will take a knee, and that's going to do it. That is going to do it. The Eagles are now going to go down to 10-4. They're now tied with Detroit and still tied with Dallas. That is unbelievable. So the Seahawks do their job as they come through, and they're now 7-7 on the season. And without Geno Smith, they're able to win this game. And right now, if you look at the number 1 seed with the 49ers, it's going to be really tough to get that seed. Again, I mean, it's just the play calling again. The offensive play calling during the stretch of these games. And the lack of execution. Crazy. What a gut punch. What a gut punch. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was a fun game to call. But as an Eagles fan, Wagner came through. Julian Love came through. Quandre Diggs played really well, but Eagles had this. They let this escape, man. Sixers lose and the Eagles lose. Oh, good call, JJ, but we need to put these games away and avoid the drama football. Yeah. It's tough. That is really tough. Can't believe it. Guys, next 3 games better be easy wins. This felt like it was a playoff loss. There's a lot of concern now. And rightfully so. This is the one game that they had, and they let it slip away. Even in that moment, again, running the ball is not necessarily a bad thing. I would much rather, and this is just me, not go for the touchdown and just go for the 3. So if they run and they get a couple more yards, that's nice. You have Jake Elliott. How many people can say that they have Jake Elliott on their team, guys? Use them. Tough. All right, guys. I do love you all. I will be back on tomorrow. But this is a tough one to swallow for Eagles fans, man. This is a tough one to swallow. It'll take time to process. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. In hindsight, Jake Elliott should have tried the 62-yard field goal. Well, I'm saying like that even in the moment I was thinking to myself, they should just go, they should just take the 3. That is a tough loss. That felt like it was a playoff game, guys. It did. All right, I love you all. I'll see you all on the next one. I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll do a Flyers watch party. And we'll try to have fun. All right. Love you. Good night.